We're in frame. Good evening.
Oh,
Hello.
our heads are almost cut off.
Oh wow, how did that happen?
It was
That's okay. That's all right. I'll just fix this up a little bit and then we'll be sweet. Haha.
Aw,
Done
cute.
and
We moved.
done. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Fate's Grip, episode 14 of our campaign 2, which is To the Letter.
What does it mean?
What does it mean indeed? No idea. I really do just make up these episode names at random because, you know, if you don't do what the path takes you, where the path takes you, then it's meaningless. So, hey, fun fact. No, I'm kidding. So, with that, hey, we are in a new place streaming this. So, Jordan over there is just checking to make sure that the sound is good. And yeah, hopefully you at home will also hear a bit of an improvement in the sound. That's the aim anyway. And got a couple more bits of equipment. Thank you so much to everybody who's subscribing to us and making our stream better and better for you, and obviously for us too. We want to have a good time and no stress. But how we sounded?
Well, it's just you speaking, and you
Yeah.
always sound amazing.
No,
so I'm
don't do
waiting
that.
for someone else like me who sounds like shit to speak. So
See
in
how
24
that
seconds when that comes through, I'll tell you.
Sounds good. Well, with that in mind, shout outs. Well, I guess
Don't start with me, please.
no, I'll start with me. I'd like to shout out Jasper's Game Week. We've had 3 days of
That's some smooth vocals there.
oh, lovely. Oh, well, that was
I
you
don't think
talking.
I've ever
Obviously.
sounded so good on this stream. It might even be audible at the moment.
Whoa. Subscribe to Audible. No, we.
No, don't. They're not
No,
sponsoring it.
no, they're
Okay.
not. No, they're not.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Audible, pay us money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Jasper's Game Week, obviously it's on right now. If you head over to at Ardent Roleplay.
We won't be offended if you go there and
Yeah,
say,
no,
"Yeah."
100%.
This will be here for you to watch for the next 2 weeks.
Exactly. So with that in mind, thank you so much for having us so far, apart from Emily, in your streams, Jasper. I mean, sorry, you're up next, which you'll
Yeah,
talk
right,
about.
definitely.
But yeah, thank you so much for having us on your streams. It is always an honor, and it raises money for a great cause, Beyond Blue, which we are donating, which I'll pass over to Emily in a moment to talk about.
Hi, can you donate to me last?
I can.
Cross over to me last.
100%. So
Shout out
thank you
to
so much,
you.
Ardent Roleplay, for hosting, as well as Meeples and Dragons for hosting Jaspers. And I had a great time as DM and as a player. I've done 2 of the sessions, and it was super fun. Who would like to? I'll go from my left. Go for it. What shout outs would you like to shout out?
Yeah, I was in the Justice Game Day yesterday with Bryce and a couple of other friends. Got to play with Chris, MVCDM, Kay, and also Tammy or Telera. Had a blast. Again, anybody who's jumping over to check it out, please do check out their donations and see what we can get done. Other than that, looking forward to playing in a new room.
We'll see how it goes. Thank you.
Oh,
Sure.
and thank you to Clint as well, and Ardent Roleplay.
Yeah.
Awesome support from you guys, and big work.
Perfect. Jordan, anything you'd like to say?
I'd like to ditto the thank you to Ardent Roleplay, Meeples and Dragons, and everyone at Jaspers who are doing what they're doing all week this week, plus all the American stuff that they do otherwise. And also to the players that I was in the game with. So Matt Brown for DMing, GFD, Promethean, Ham, we had D20 in there, we also had the average rook, Mitch there. Had an amazing time, and I think my biggest takeaway from the session was that if a male Tarask is looking for qualities in a female Tarask, you're probably going to get more of compatibility if the female Tarask has a wet mouth. Which was, yeah, that came from
What the hell?
I heard that part.
Yeah, that came from
Oh.
GFD. So you know, you learn something every day. It's a different type of David Attenborough kind of narrating, but
It's not something I wanted to learn, but thank you.
the more you know.
Yeah, no. Go for it.
Oh, same as always.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was amazing to be a part of Jasper's Game Day. Thank you, Meeples. Thank you, Burrows Red, for hosting my stream yesterday. And thank you also to Soren, who has existed in the background quietly between streams, stitching it all together. You've done amazing work.
And Clint's been doing it too.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, sorry, you're up.
That's fine. I'm just trying to make sure that everything's in order and place because apparently the.
Well, I'll do a shout out while you're
No,
doing
no. Oh, well, go for it.
Okay.
Sure.
As
Yeah.
just as the last thing, hey, thank you so much for making sure everything is fantastic, Emily. And all the commands are there, and your overlays that the updated
I
overlays.
just get banned from the chat. That's just.
Oh,
it,
that's
really.
right. Oh, speaking of which, I completely forgot. Obviously, we have a black space in the overlay right now. My bad. Rolling video not there. But
Dad!
if you can,
I can send it to you
send it to me.
immediately.
That would be amazing. And so I can actually get this
We'll
rolling
do it on
video.
break. Let's
Yeah, that's
do it.
fine. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Or just use the old one. Oh,
Different one. Yeah,
you ass.
I know.
Anyway, that's
Go
just
for
fine.
it.
Hey, it would be rude of us to stream and not support Jasper's Game Day. And we're all mostly polite people, except to D20. Who should always be banned in this chat. There was almost a reward for it tonight. No, I'm joking. But you might notice by using an exclamation point donate, you can actually donate directly to Jasper's Game Week. So we have created some fun little rewards for you to to spice up the game a little bit. You can do some fun stuff like you can make an NPC of your choice fall in love with character for a minute. You can make Velo do some fun physical activity.
Avoid predators.
You can
So
get
is that a problem for you, just in general?
you can get my swear count up if you like, because apparently everyone likes the idea of me doing a shoey by the end of this campaign. And you know the things we do.
That wasn't the right overlay. That's okay. Continue. That wasn't the right one. I thought I had the right one.
I'm just watching it happen on the screen. And how did you know? That's what I was looking at immediately. And if you're feeling real generous, you can help us hit our entire goal of donating tonight, which is $100 to Divine Intervention. So you can make something really, really cool happen. Maybe for us, maybe for the DM. It's all up to him. Unless you add anything in the comments. Make sure you comment who each reward you want that to go to. There are character-specific ones as well, obviously. But yeah, Jasper's Game Week. Super important. We love it. Namaste. Enjoy the stream. Number play.
That was amazing.
I
Now,
don't know how to
so,
Wow.
so you workshop that all day, didn't you?
Nah, I'm real tired.
oh, I did put one of our level 3 for now, so that's all good. It's
What did
got
everyone
something.
take though?
Oh, do we want to reveal it or?
I guess.
We can find out.
Yeah, go for it.
I took the spell sniper. The
Ooh,
druids.
spell sniper. So the cover.
So the cover, the double range,
Mhm.
and
I
the
almost took that. I almost took it.
redonkulous cantrip.
Yeah, perfect.
Look, I took a subclass that might have to come out in a narrative form.
Mm.
It's maybe a big part of my
Maybe
character's
sexy.
development.
Oh, very
Oh, it'll
nice.
definitely be sex.
100%.
Here's John's character today.
Yes. Well, I was part
I
of it.
was like, oh,
Queed.
yeah, you were there.
Queed was fantastic.
Oh, other shout out. Because Tabby will kill me if I don't do it. My game is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Oh, nice. PM.
Yeah, I get to play with D20.
Excellent.
It's not exciting at all.
Mhm.
And I do get to play with NVCDM. Him and I have created characters together.
Oh,
So we'll be playing as one.
okay.
As the one. Nah. To become one. Spice Girls. Look it up. That music.
To become one.
I need somebody.
I might throw out another little extra shout out
Go for it.
specifically to D20.
Hey, Raption.
You were my favourite husband in the polyamorous relationship that we ended up in our Jasper session.
That was beautiful.
I don't know. There was some romance between Ben and D20 in Call of Cthulhu.
You trying to steal my man?
Yeah, well, you know. he's a handsome
Raption,
guy.
since you're in the chat now, thank you for all of the hard work you've done with the Game Week. We, as always, are super honoured to be a part of it, and hopefully if there's a next year, yeah, cool. If not, we'll talk to you anyway. I don't know what's coming out of my mouth tonight.
Beautiful. All right, well, let's get into an intro and then we'll come back and recap. We'll see you in a minute. welcome back.
Wait, we didn't do that.
Oh, yeah,
We're close enough now.
we can.
Oh.
This is how close we sit.
Beautiful.
It's very.
I'm just looking at the camera, just of the overlay, just scared. Hey everybody,
That was
anyone?
really bizarre.
It was. Anyone who donates this evening, in actual fact, anyone who donates this evening to Beyond Blue and has us do some crazy things can be in the running at the end of this stream to win one of Aeon Craft's shirts, the Gelatinous Cube. So get your donations in and let us do some crazy stuff.
I almost gave that away for free. It's $10. Dancing is $10.
Yeah, we're
There will be
donating.
no free redemptions on dancing tonight.
Mhm.
We will only dance for money.
Yeah, exactly. We will only dance for money. I do it anyway. Coins
My
is
first
fine.
bit.
20 cents, 30 cents, anyway.
50.
50 cent.
There's a club.
It's going very well. It's going.
We're like
Very
15
well.
minutes into the session and nothing's happened.
Nothing's happened yet. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to recap. So,
We haven't got any recapping.
recapping from last session. You all saw Vim fail. You threw away the emerald necklace, which shone brightly still, and summoned Sarah, who still clung to residual magic this powerful fey creature left from the attack of the One, a group of cultists from an unknown origin. You travelled back to Wove without Gimhul and Sarah, and you found the citizens without the magic Vim offered, unable to cast spells, and eventually you all found you also could not. Entering the tabernacle, you met for the first time the being known as the Fortune Teller, the elusive truth seeker who, though utterly frustrating to speak to, bestowed odd but precise information and revelations to you all before vanishing. You all then turned and contemplated his words, whether truth or lie, whether future or past, and you are all in this inn, in Wove. The stone giant, bald and fearful, looking around, simply silently gets up, says, I think I'll... and simply walks away out the front of the inn, and you are all by yourself.
What time of day is it?
It's evening. It's past midnight.
Time for a drink.
Because we leveled up, we long rested, yeah?
You did actually long rest for the purposes of leveling up. Absolutely. DM's generous rule.
How long did it take us to get from outside of the city to where we are now?
In total, probably about half an hour to 45 minutes.
Right, just to walk from where we were right through that necklace to where we are now.
Did you throw it or did you eat it?
I yeeted it. So in a straight line on the wing, how long would that take? Flapping hard.
As the pigeon flies.
As the pigeon flies. Look, it'll take probably 10,
Pigeon or duck?
if that.
All right, I'll be back. And then I get up. I've got to go get that
Where are you going?
I gotta go get that stupid necklace thing back.
Well, it's not stupid, obviously.
Yep, no, it sucks. So
Maybe the person who was bearing it's the stupid one.
yeah.
Remember when I brought this up like 5 times? Like maybe it was more important than you thought?
Yep, well, until the magic prophesier told us that it was. I didn't believe you.
I did. I told you like 5 times. The wisdom of youth.
To be fair, you're not usually the most reliable source of
Just because my eyes don't work that well.
Okay, you were all right, but you all still suck. And I take off into the sky.
Right, you
information. Not
fly.
all of us.
You fly upward and over the city. You can see from your high vantage point now the mountains looming
I
just
Mm.
yes.
Yeah, big fly.
you look down and you see the brooding mountains. You remember as you entered these mountains and interwove in the daylight, they looked beautiful. They looked inviting, crystal white, and clear ice on the peaks. Now, as you look down, they have darkened, and not just because of the darkness. They really
That's
just
stuff.
yes. They all look dangerous. More jagged rocks, as though naturally forming into something that's a deadly bit of environment. And you fly over that, you see woven that fissure in the middle of the city still there, no bigger or smaller.
Fish.
Fissure,
Say crack again.
crack in this city. And you continue your way over. You land eventually, and I'll get to everybody else in the meantime soon. You land eventually around the place where you feel like you did throw it away. Now, I need you to do two things. The first is a survival check, and there it goes.
Oh no.
Wait, is this
Here.
the
That's
Roll.
my, that's my only D20 that I
unpaid
brought.
duck and cover?
Don't lose that Aeoncraft maybe.
Ooh, so I know this will roll.
So roll for me first a survival check to see how close you are to perhaps the yeeting.
Yeah. So that's a
The easy-
15.
Hello,
plus-
mother. Okay, Mum, if you're feeling generous, you can donate money to charity if you'd like.
17.
17?
Yeah.
All right. To your rough estimate, this is almost exactly the place where you stood that you then threw, and you almost know the direction. Then you can make me an investigation check with advantage
Oh,
because you're so good with your survival.
that is a 20.
Well, that is a very sexy mustache, so I would assume so.
That's a 20
Yeah,
if it's a yep.
That's a nat 20.
That's a sexy 20.
All right, roll again to see if you get the better roll. No, I'm kidding. Okay, you in one swoop land, walk 15 paces. There it is,
Oh.
exactly where you left it.
While I know that I'm awesome, I'm actually quite unnerved by the fact that I found it immediately. It leans deeply into it being a cursed object of destiny kind of vibe.
Cursed object of destiny.
So I pick it up, I'm just like,
Murder fisher of death.
yeah, I'm just like, I'm going to literally say to him, like, I held up my end of the deal. I brought you back, so don't fuck with me. I'm just going to put it on. Do I hear... What happens when I put it on?
You put it back over your neck. Make a perception check.
Neck. Check. Wrecked. That didn't run.
13 plus 5, 18.
18. As you just try and listen in to hear anything, you do have a sense of recognition with it, and you can feel ever so slightly, just in the solar plexus, this slow this time, not panicked, not fast and thunderous. And you feel something else. You feel empowered, more so, you almost forgot for a moment what it was like to be without magic. The words of your spells suddenly are there in front of you. You recognize your spells now, not like they slipped before.
I'm going to tuck it inside my robes and say, that's convenient. And take off.
All right. In the meantime, as Velo goes and returns, what would everyone else like to do? In the bar, you've poured your drinks, the dark ales and waters and whatever else you find, and you are all three of you by yourselves.
The gnome's not there anymore. The bartender's not even there, is he?
The stone giant had just toddled off, scared.
Is there a cash register in here?
Make an investigation check for me.
That's 20.
Two nat 20s this evening already.
Because
Okay.
of the room. It's the vibes in this room.
There shouldn't be any vibes. I put soundproofing everywhere.
Don't worry, I'll balance those checks.
Yeah, we'll see. With that in mind, yeah, you've been in this place before, and you've seen the bartender take money and out of a till, and it's actually this small box that's underneath the first level. It's actually closed, and there is a key in the lock at the moment.
Everyone please drink.
Oh yes, of
We
course.
should have made this paid. I have nothing left. Not sure if drinking for mental health is a good thing.
Moving on.
Bit convenient that this money's just sitting here minding its own business.
Hey, Rockhead, you got anything but Goy up there?
But you're talking to me.
You're tending bar now?
Is there anything other than Goy in this bar?
Yeah, with that, just having a bit of a look around in your own time in the next few minutes, you notice that there are several other wine and port-like drinks. Some of them are purple, some of them are deep green, deep yellows, all very dark colors, but all different types of colors.
Has he got any weapons behind the bar?
Behind the bar,
Yeah.
you'll need to make me an investigation check with that. Sorry, you did make an investigation check before, didn't you? That's what you got the 24.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. No. You find an assortment of weapons, in fact, but they're all stone giant or giant-like. You see this, it's in the shape of a dagger, but it's maybe to you, you have to hold it in one hand and it's a bit heavy, essentially. It's like a longsword to you. You find a particularly large bow with 2 arrows, which are like 1.5 meters long. They're massive. And you find one more weapon, and that's what looks to be a mace, but it's a maul to you.
I'll pour, I guess, something that looks fancy for Sid, in a glass for him, and
You pour what looks to be this darker green, very, very beautifully in a crystal glass, the crystal bottle, and it has just one word etched in it: Atun.
Luna, would you like some?
What is it?
I don't know. And I'll just swig some from the bottle.
All right, as you do, you take in this overpowering sense of peppermint.
Instant death.
But you, and it's strong. It's super, super strong. But it's almost like the peppermint has sort of gone off and is a bit muddy tasting as well. But there's this colicky like sweetness to it. It's quite nauseating.
Yeah. It's better than the Goy. And, I'll continue to pour a large glass for Sid.
Okay.
And I'll do a little cheeky dry pie that and twist that key and see what's inside that.
Okay. So
How much coin is in there?
as you twist the key and open it up, immediately I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Instant death.
That is going to be a 8 and a 5, so 13.
13. Okay. You barely move as you see this movement, this small creature just boing, just up and across your ear and scrapes something across your ear. You just don't have an idea. It's probably the size of a large coin.
Idea.
And you look behind you and you see that this particularly large looking black beetle had attached itself to the mirror behind you.
Yeah.
And it just is there. You see
Oh,
every
my
now and again one of the wings is fluttering.
Who keeps beetles in their till?
What about my change?
That's Jeremy.
I just ignore it and jump back over the bar and gives you the drink.
What else was behind them?
Some weapons.
No, I mean drinks.
There's all kinds of things in there.
Is there any wine?
Did I see one?
Yep, you saw a couple of bottles of deep red. Yep, and are you doing anything with the box now that it's open of coins?
Did I see how much was in there?
Vaguely. Are you still holding it, or are you putting it down?
Oh no, I never picked it up. I would have
You
just
just
like
unlocked it. Okay.
unlocked it and had a look.
Very briefly, you saw that it was filled with gold pieces.
Yeah.
Filled. You just didn't count how much, though.
Everyone must drink. It's just my family in the chat. Like, it's all my family
Amazing.
including a ruckus.
Amazing.
No, I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna. I feel bad about stealing money off of him. But I will grab some wine for
Okay.
Luna.
Sure.
So you do know wine costs money.
Yeah, I'll leave some
So
on
you're,
the bar.
you're kind of like cutting out the middleman by not stealing the money.
Well,
You have to take some wine.
he seemed to be fine with us just helping ourselves.
He was also really scared.
Yeah. However, the little Nomi boy was a bit much, so I think he's had a
That's
hard
weird,
day
right?
already.
It's really strange.
Yeah. Wasn't the beetle though too? Who keeps that in the till? Then I look back at it. Is it just chilling?
Still chilling. Yeah, it's you can see, however, that closely, it seems to be there's a very small, what looks to be stinger on its back end,
Yeah.
on its ass, and dripping from it is this weird deep blue droplets just on the floor, just dripping onto the floor.
Do I know what? Like, is this a common beetle? Or...
You can make me a nature check to find out.
Could I also cast Speak with Animals?
Yes, you can.
Nature check was actually pretty good for me normally. It's 20, dirty 20.
Wow. All right.
How dirty?
It's dirty as you want.
Whoa.
It's a filthy 20.
It is a limber beetle.
Limber.
Limber. This
That shit is
limber
weird.
beetle has you've read up, has potentially deadly poisons if it made contact with skin and stung you.
Oh, fairly lucky. Feeling good about that. Is the juice from the limber beetle collectible?
With that nature check, yeah, it is. People have used it for poisons that you are aware of in your clan as well.
Is it, I would have to kill it, or is it?
Yeah, it definitely. These beetles are unintelligent. Any sort of movement towards it would have it scatter, unless it's in particular danger.
Do I know if it's illegal to have it in?
To your best knowledge, it is. Yes. Yeah, Vim being just a usual place of peace is. You don't see too many people running around with poisons in their pouches. It's certainly black market stuff.
Well, the Rockhead's keeping illegal beetle poisons in here.
Did we ever find out his name? Is it? It's not actually
It's
Ruckus.
It's Rockhead.
It was Rockhead.
It
wasn't
is.
Hmm.
Feels insulting.
So I called him Stoneface before.
Wait, Stoneface or Rockhead?
His name's Rockhead. His nickname's Stoneface.
Okay. Did you want that wine, Luna?
Luna, you do look at this bottle as well. That hood is
That costs money tonight.
that is
Actually,
in
that's
front of you. It's a deep purple bottle, and it's called it's wine from the Edsdili grape. And you've had this before. It's actually quite high market wine. A beautiful, full-bodied. It's sweet overtones and goes for a good 55, 60 gold pieces per bottle.
Very high end wine. I'm not sure we should just steal it.
Let's just have a glass. Don't have to drink the whole thing.
I'm gonna put 5 gold down behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will. You're the bartender. Can you pour it for me?
I'll grab a. Like, would you even have wine glasses? I'm assuming.
Yeah, there are
Okay,
there are goblets. There are goblets. It's
A
not
clean one would be nice.
not specifically crystal or glass.
I spit in it and shine it up for her.
Do I see that?
Of course you do. He's not hiding it.
That's disgusting.
How else do you clean your glass?
Snatch the glass from him, or attempt to, and look for somewhere to wash it.
Looking over, there's a big basin where that looks to be one of those pulled down pressurized water faucets, which you can use if
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and rinse out the glass.
Yep.
Then I'll probably just use the bottom of my dress to
Yep.
dry it out,
Okay.
which might not be hygienic, but let's just do it.
All right. Are you pouring yourself a bit of wine after that?
No,
or-
I'm gonna give the
I'll
glass
give it
back to him.
And I'll pour her a generous amount.
It's to the brim.
Only the best for Luna.
Well, that whole exchange is going
I
on,
look at you very suspiciously.
and they're distracted. Can I try and pick up that 5 gold that she'll behind the bar?
Sure, you make a stealth check with advantage, and
It's cursed.
also
You don't
I've
know.
not forgotten you speaking with animals too.
Yes. Thank you for the advantage. 20.
Okay. Do either of you want to see if and make perception checks?
I mean, it wouldn't be outwardly looking.
In that case, you're fine. You take those 5 gold pieces.
That is the only 5 gold pieces I have.
possession.
So, if Velos headed off, we're the only ones here. Should we go collect the cart and the animals?
I thought you were going to say, should we leave? And I was going to say no.
Why would we leave Velo?
So you do like her?
Well, I mean, we've been traveling for a couple of weeks now.
No, I mean, like her.
Well, I mean, she's all right. What do you mean, like? What's this like business?
Like her. You know, you know that feeling like birds' wings flapping on the inside of your stomach?
No,
No?
this is an elf thing. Oh, look at Sid.
Have you ever felt
I-
nervous before?
At this point, I'd probably be trying to talk to the Beatles. So
All right, sure.
Have you ever felt nervous before?
Well, of course.
Yeah, but like around a person because there's like weird underlying feelings there. I haven't felt it myself, but I've heard about it.
I don't think so.
Oh, so you don't feel that way about
No.
it? Okay, well that's what I was asking.
Okay.
I'm glad we had this chat.
But do you think I like her? Like, you know, with like quote her?
You know how she gets freaky on the reg?
I mean, she's, you know, older. Probably might know a couple of things, but no. I feel like she might get sore knees.
And thanks for coming to tonight's stream. We're gonna end that now.
Just walking is a catastrophe for her.
So, Sid, what are you telling this beetle?
I guess I would be innocently asking the Beetle, "What you doing hanging out in the drawer?"
Protection. Protect shinies. Danger. From danger.
And what would you do to someone trying to take the shinies?
Sting here. Sting.
Yeah.
Bite.
But I help you protect them shinies, and I'll hold out my scimitar. Yeah. Why don't you give this a bit of a sting? I'll help you.
Sure. The beetle flies onto the sword, and a little bit of that deep blue poison is administered onto the blade. Just a little droplet, and then a couple of little drops, and then more. Get about 5 of it before it stops.
Do you want your freedom? I don't think anyone needs these shinies protected anymore.
Fly.
Fly. And I'll walk over with it on the sword and just shoo it out the door.
All right, it's this low droning, and as it slowly flutters outside and away from
And I'll grab, I guess, a bar rag or a napkin or something and just try to oil the blade with the
you.
poison.
Okay. you make me just an intelligence check, please. And in the meantime, Velo, as you land back in the city of Woven, you see the population around you starting to go to sleep after a fairly concerning evening. A weird looking large insect slowly buzzes around and over you, and you head into the tabernacle again, where you see Sid looking like he's just polishing his sword. No euphemism intended. And you also notice you're still behind the bar, or have you come back over?
I'd imagine I'd be on the other side.
Yeah.
At that point.
Luna and Hood are just enjoying a drink. What'd you get for that roll? Intelligence roll.
It was an 8.
An 8?
Hmm.
Yep, you feel like you do put, and you do see there's a little bit of that blue sheen in the only in the upper end though of the sword. There's not enough to actually cover the whole thing.
With my check before, would I have an idea about how deadly that poison is?
With the nature check,
Yeah.
yeah, it would do a little bit of, it would make someone pretty sick pretty quickly. It would incapacitate them, but to a mild effect. They wouldn't be able to see straight. It's almost like a dizziness that would take hold.
Are you familiar with the limbo beetle?
Yeah, we're good mates. That's why I let him go.
Yeah, but do you know what that's gonna do to people when you hit them with your sword?
Yeah, probably cut them.
Most likely incapacitate them as well.
Yes, because I'm very adept at cutting.
Okay. Just keep that thing away from me.
I'm gonna come back into the room. I got it. I'm gonna hold up the necklace and show everyone off. What did you talk about while I was gone?
Just
Would you like to try my wine?
Goblet. All right.
I cleaned it first. We tried to spit in it.
That's what I was wanting to hear. Oh, I'll drink deeply.
All right, as you drink a whole mouthful of it, you get a beautiful plum, honey, and cinnamon sort of feel to this, and it's very very drinkable, and you can tell it's upper market.
I'm gonna take a seat. Oh my god, my knees.
I'll look at Luna and just smile.
Why do your knees hurt after playing?
Because I plummet from the sky and land on them. Or my feet, which are supported through my knees.
Interesting.
Don't do anything else with your knees?
No.
Sid actually perceives something, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, thank you so much for that donation.
That was from Nang Frank.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You,
thank you, Nangs.
on your next, I guess, perception roll, we'll have a chat, and then I'll let you know what happens.
Well, thank you, Nang Frank.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeremy.
I guess we'll probably need a couple more of these if we're going to talk about what the sage reckons of each of us.
Yeah, that was really strange. I don't really believe the sage.
You don't believe the sage?
Maybe that mistress card might be onto something there, old weak knees.
Huh?
What about my parents not loving each other? Because that's what she was hinting.
Oh, you said that was shady.
No, I mean, Bello.
No. You can have a mistress and still love. Anyway, never mind.
How would you know?
Huh? Because I'm old and I've lived many lives.
Don't make eye contact with Hood.
I shrug and take some more of my drink.
Well,
Can I have my own glass? I'm going to ask you.
it's your bartender now.
Yeah, I'll go grab him another glass.
Yeah.
Literally every time we play a session, you try, even in your Cthulhu, try to be a bartender.
Hood gets you a goblet. This one's a like a glass studded wooden goblet. It's very clean.
Don't clean it. If I don't see what happened to it, then I don't have to worry.
Yeah, if you want, I'll leave it.
I guess I'll push the empty glass back over to you. Well, if we're all going to dump our purse out on the table. Probably need a couple more of these.
And I'll grab another bottle of something that looks fancy again.
Just the first thing that you get.
Yeah.
All right. You head over and you grab what looks to be a dark, half pink, half red looking liquid in the same sort of glass looking bottle as well. It is corked. It hasn't been opened like the last one. And you open it up. It looks like there's just a name again on there, Foyne wine. It looks like it's
Foyne wine.
Yeah.
As in fine wine, but
No.
fancy.
no Foyne, Foyn.
It's Foyne wine.
It's a fine Chardonnay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of you.
No, that was good.
but
Hey.
I did.
Look, my names will always have these
Foyne wine.
amusing things. Anyway,
It's Foyne.
what are you doing with this wine?
Wayne?
Yeah, I just hold out the empty cup. That's probably still got dregs of minty sweetness.
As you take a whiff of this one, it's strawberry. It's just so many strawberries, fragrant in your nostrils. And taking a sip. Yep, the same thing, like a strawberry pie. It's that dessert. It's like a dessert wine. It's beautiful, very very alcoholic. It's still got some of those strawberry seeds in it as well. You can tell it's freshly pressed.
Picking a seed out of my teeth. So what do you make of what old mate said?
Well, they either know a lot about us or nothing at all. We would have to find out, right? Like, I'd have to ask my parents, and I don't know what everyone else's means.
Mum was pretty.
Who's Harkin?
I've been looking for him. He's somewhat of an issue for me. And it's a bit surprising to hear that apparently he's not the enemy.
Why is he an issue for you?
Oh, he killed a bunch of people I loved, but that's okay.
Sounds like the enemy.
No point harking on about it.
Well, I'm trying not to.
As I'm
but-
getting slightly tipsy.
Sid, I hate to bring it up, but who were they talking about?
No, it's my dad. That's why I asked you. It's pretty spot on what he said.
Was he sick?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd take a pretty hefty swig of the drink. It's kind of made it difficult to leave home. Got pretty sick working in the mines. That's why I reacted the way I did when I saw that flyer back in Old Recce. It's I guess the Rotherheim clan that I mentioned kind of forces the people to work in that mine in shitty conditions. And all the dust and cracked rock
Was he
usually ends
cracked
up
again?
fissured rock. Tends to fuck with people's lungs a fair bit. The old man's not having a good time breathing. That's why I sent that stone back. Hopefully help him out.
Sorry to hear about your dad.
I mean, it is what it is. Maybe if we sink a bit more of this, talk more about it. But what about your wife,
Yeah, who's Nora? Have you told us that before? I'm
Yes.
forgetting names.
the daughter?
My daughter.
I didn't forget.
What's her name? Was Lauren?
I also thought it was Laura.
It's Laura. Anyway,
No, Nora.
no, Laura.
Are you sure that's not just the age?
No.
Maybe you have two daughters.
No, just the one. Apparently now she's my enemy. I believed that sage enough to go back out there and find this necklace.
Why would your daughter want to hurt you?
I don't know. We were on very good terms when she was taken.
I must admit the information that I got is a bit odd. Harkin himself didn't actually kill anybody, but he got a lot of people killed.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, before the house that I'm currently with had quite a big establishment in Jumba. Unfortunately, it was torn down by some of the lords that didn't see eye to eye with the guild I work with. Unfortunately, it didn't go too well, and we were caught by surprise, and a lot of people were killed. This is why we're trying to re-establish the guild in secret, and that's why Jumba itself isn't so safe for me at the moment. Till maybe things calm down a little bit.
Well, I'm glad none of us got good news then. But we pulled the sun card today.
And we have an open bar.
See?
Push the empty cup back to
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Sid. You've drunk quite a lot of this strawberry fine wine.
Boing, boing.
It's funny, this wine reminds me of a kid's story about a strawberry fly.
Oh, I mean,
Did you guys hear that one?
accepting it quite fondly because that's a 22.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm
He's
fine.
boing.
You're fine.
What?
The strawberry fly story.
Strawberfly.
Yeah, the strawberry fly.
I've never heard that one. Can you
Come
tell
from
me?
life and attacks you. You eat too many.
That
Eat too many
doesn't
strawberries.
Sound like a nice.
Yeah, I think it gives you nightmares.
I hear they hang out in cash registers.
But yeah, that buggy boy.
Anyway,
You never told your kid the strawberry fly story?
No, I told them normal high vantage stories.
like what?
You go over there, you eat the plant, you'll die.
Wow.
Even if they won't die.
Does anyone have nice stories?
That is a nice story. Protecting children from death.
You all need lessons in stories.
You tell a story then. Fine.
I'm generally interested. I mean, you are probably the kindest out of us four.
What do you mean? You're a piece of shit. Well,
I'm kind.
I think I'm lovely.
I don't know. I'm kind of just yeeting necklaces, asking for help out into the woods, and
Asking for help, bro.
Jeez, tell us how you really
Damn, bro.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm kidding about
Woo!
that. But in general, Luna's the one who generally tries to do best for the people that we're around. So I can't imagine your parents are entirely shitbags, but I wouldn't mind.
Parents are really lovely.
Goes to the point of what the sage said. What's the deal? You said they just sent you out one night. No idea why.
Well, I mean, they did tell me that one day I'd have to go out on my own. Like any person that grows up, I guess. There's no other story to it. Like,
Well, tell us about that night. How did it all go down?
I was sleeping, and then I was awoken. Told that now was the time. So I packed up and I left.
Doesn't that strike you as a bit odd?
Well, no, my parents have never done anything that makes me feel like they would put me in imminent danger or anything like that. So I have no reason to think that they've done something that would be bad for me. So just trust them.
No. Bella let her daughter out into the world and now she wants to come back and kill it.
You might be elaborating
don't know
on
that.
what's said there. But
We don't know that.
That's true.
There's nothing that they've ever done to make me feel like I should be suspicious or worried or.
Except that time they sent you out into the night mysteriously and that magic sage that turned up.
I just kind of assumed it was a family tradition. They used to explore a lot.
what was their
as far as
demeanor
all-
when they did that? They panicked.
No.
Seems odd to wake a child up in the middle of the night, tell them they have to go.
How long ago did they send you off?
How long would it have been now?
Oh, it would have been. Yes. Would have
There's a
been
cute little cat scratching at the
Yeah.
door.
probably a
We've done some
good.
pre-sessions and stuff.
Yeah, because of the
It's been a while.
pre-sessions. I mean, it would have been maybe about a year or so now. Just on.
Been a year.
Yes, a young child sent out into the night.
Wait, have you had your birthday?
Such youth.
Well, you usually have a birthday within a year.
Yeah, but this is like at the end. When's your birthday?
I'll have to consult my calendar later. When's your birthday?
It's the. It's like, yeah, a month.
Yes, for you, Ben.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, it's the 11th of November.
It's November. No. That's nice.
You don't know your birthday?
I'm glad
What-
we had this conversation.
What were we doing on your birthday?
Well, I think it's the 11th of November. Like my parents never.
You didn't celebrate birthdays?
Well, I kind of was enslaved for a lot of it, so not really.
I don't,
Sheesh.
I don't give slaves a little party,
Uh,
a little bit of extra gruel.
not ones that you sometimes don't come back from.
Take a sip of the wine. Okay, well let's play this game. What's everyone's favorite memory as a child? What's your favorite thing that you remembered? It doesn't have to be like young child. When you were younger.
Probably hatching.
But you remember that?
Yeah. Punch right out of the egg.
Inside check.
Yeah, I'm inside checking tonight as well.
Our lives are shorter than yours. Come out better prepared.
Make your inside checks. Can you do me a favor? Could you just send me a message to tell me if you are actually telling the truth or lie about that memory?
And is it possible?
And just read that also thing that I sent you as well, just above that. Just making sure. What'd you get for your insight?
23.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
All right.
Can we fist bump across the table? Can we reach?
With that in mind, that's okay. With that in mind, roll a d20 for me, just about what I sent you before before this, and let me know what the roll is.
That's cocked as cocked can be.
Yeah, that's right. Roll again.
Ooh, were you like the only live birth Aarakocra that's ever happened?
No, we had 2 birthdays. We had the day that we're laid and the day that we hatch.
What type of lay? Now you get freaky on the wreck.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Pardon me. I always forget which.
Did you burp?
No, I always forget where this one is.
In the skills list, usually in alphabetical order.
That is 17.
Okay. Cool. With that in mind, thank you for that. So sorry, what'd you roll?
23.
Yeah. And dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You've been around Velo for a little while now, and you can tell some little mannerisms that she might not be telling the whole truth here.
You don't remember. You can't remember before you.
Well, you can't remember last week.
You can't remember your own daughter's name.
We're a long-lived species. We're a long-lived species.
How many years have actually passed for you?
Too many.
How many?
That's you don't ask a lady that question.
I'll point one out and I'll avoid asking her. But
How many?
how old are you?
Huh? No.
I'll pour that fellow some more wine.
All right.
Okay, well, if Bello's not going to answer the question, then what are your 2 favorite memories?
While you're pouring the wine, I'll slide an empty cup back towards you.
Oh, shift and put some more into Sid's glass as well.
All right.
Favorite memory. You know what? There's a bit of a shitty dive bar, in the town that's below the mine. It's called the Lion's Den.
That's cool.
I think the
Lions are a symbol of strength.
well, there were no actual lions there, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying the name. Anyway.
it's as it's probably the first day living in that town that I actually enjoyed. So spent a fair bit of time there.
It's a strong childhood memory. Drinking in a dive bar.
Oh, I mean, late childhood.
It's last year, wasn't
What was the best part about this?
I think it was. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of hangover from these humans that the worlds they came from. And it sounds like this drow were pretty shitty. So that I guess gets passed down through the generations, and I probably copped a bit of the flack for that. It's, the mines down in the Riverlands, it's mostly humans there. So stumbling across the bar, it's the first time I really spent time with other races, and it's a bit more looking past what you were, about who you were.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's where I met my bard friend. He taught me some of those tricks.
Like how to play and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still learning that.
When you get really good, can you teach me?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably show you the basics now, but
Oh, I'd rather wait till you're good.
if that's fair enough. But I don't know, maybe if we head down there, be a good place I'd like to show you.
I'd like to see everyone's homes.
Well, you're actually not too far from there.
Yeah, but she's also wanted there. And not in a good way.
Hey, Valley, you're wanted here too.
Thank you.
You're a valued
But in a
member of
good
this
way
group.
here.
That's thank you.
We
Thank-
don't have a bounty post of you.
That's comforting.
Like, no, we do have one, but you kept it.
That's right. I kept it because it's cool. We have. There are so many Aarakocra in High Vantage. It's a pretty natural sort of place to live if you can fly. So I don't think I'd have any trouble blending in there, but that's still, there's not much reason to go back. My daughter's not there, and the authorities want me to die. So,
Why don't they just wait?
because I'm not going to die anytime soon. That's why.
We make those jokes, but I think you're too belligerent to die of old age.
Damn right.
You're going to go out in a blaze of glory. I can tell.
No, I'm not. I'm going to live a long time, a long old time.
How much longer?
I don't know.
Maybe she is senile.
I don't know. If Silas, my master, could survive as long as he has, then there is hope that,
Silas and Aarakocra too.
yes.
Huh.
He too is ancient. I don't know how many years, don't ask me.
So is that something you'd want to follow up on? Go check out the Wildwood.
One day. But I think it would be a very perilous place to walk into.
Why? Sounds like a nice place.
Sounds like a magic forest full of fae and whack stuff.
Who was that?
So the grandma trying to use the lingo of the youth.
Lingo.
I thought it was trendy.
Thank you. Right.
You shouldn't trust me. I lived most of my life. What about you? What's your favorite memory?
I don't really think I have one.
You don't have like even 5 minutes where you just looked at something and was like, I feel good.
No, I think mostly every day is a good memory.
That means no. That means he's never had that moment.
What's that?
No, I don't think so. Meeting my friends and who I count as family members is just too much.
So would you say meeting me was a highlight?
Oh, of course. You're all colourful people. I don't know. I'm not really think about it. I only really live in the moment that is. That's all I have, really.
I agree with you, but it doesn't mean you can't reminisce.
Yes, that's true. I do miss some of my friends in Jumba.
Who's your best friend?
Back then.
What'd you say?
I said back then.
I think you said Pac-Man.
Pac-Man appears in all his yellow glory.
He came through a portal, did he?
No.
Went out one side of the screen and then back out.
He ate a lot of ghosts on the way.
I'm lucky enough to have a lot of good friends.
No, but who's your best friend?
Well,
If you had to pick one, they're all lined up on the edge of a bridge.
If you say horsey,
Only
I'm
one
going
of
to be
them
pissed off.
can't fall.
unfortunately, one of my good friends was Harkin.
Oh, it was betrayal.
Yes,
That sucks.
but it's okay.
Is Harkin a kill on sight kind of guy, or do you want to talk to him?
Well, I'm not sure. Talking to him would probably be advantageous, but
What does Harkin look like so we can keep an eye out? Maybe he's hiding from you.
he's a Furbolg. And as far as I know, I don't know many with his color. He's albino. It's quite white.
Interesting.
Walks a bit rigid.
No, he's a proud, stands
No,
tall.
no swagger to him.
He's a bit of an oaf, but
Does he have any special powers? Like, can he disguise himself? Can he?
no, he sticks out like a sore thumb in most places.
If the guard, just ignore him.
Well, we haven't come across a place where he's been seen after what happened at the house.
So he has literally no special powers.
Well, he's good with his arms. He's quite strong and a formidable fighter.
How did you find that out?
Good. Save.
I used to duel with him. He actually, Lars is used to be our fighting master. And Tess and Black Goat, bounty hunter for their house. He's quite a intimidating looking fellow, but he's quite nice.
Cool.
Is he an actual goat?
Nah, he's got that nickname because he's a minotaur. But he's
That's pretty good, actually.
he's not as big as most, considered a runt. But my god, he's fast. It's a bit intimidating to see how quick he can move.
Bit of small goat syndrome.
Yeah, maybe. He's also missing an eye, I don't know. And a horn.
I feel like that's maybe.
Are they on alternating sides, or is he just real heavy on one side?
No, he's a bit of a magic user, and he can. It's strange to see. He can almost form his arms with magic,
That's cool.
or maybe he can't now. I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out.
His dad did that to him too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did his dad teach him how to duel?
No, he killed his dad.
See why you don't celebrate birthdays.
Fuck me, I thought my life was like a bit rough when I was younger, but you're just a bundle of joy, aren't you?
No, they're nice people. Good stories.
When they're alive, they're nice people.
It explains a little bit, but how are you not more fucked up than you are?
I don't know.
I think we're going to see it come out one day.
Yeah.
It's repressed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad I brought up this positive, reminiscent chat. Let's move on from that super depressing topic.
It's not that bad. It's bonding.
I love these people. I talk about them all day.
No, it's just you had like a really nice, wholesome fact, and it was overshadowed by some really grim follow-up fact.
All right, I'll give you a proper nice one. A proper nice one. In High Vantage, there are no roads. Well, there are roads, but it's up to all the buildings are built to the cliff face, and it's up to everybody to maintain their own little bit of pathway in front of their building. So naturally, it's a death trap. And walking along there is incredibly dangerous. But I can fly, so whatever. But when you're young, you have to use the danger paths. You have to walk everywhere. So one day, when you get old enough, you can fly for the first time. You get to see the whole city from out the air with everyone else. So
It's really nice.
probably that.
It's really nice. You should take notes.
I mean, I only flew because I fell through one of the pathways, which was poorly maintained.
Is it your own?
Yes.
Is that typical there? A bit of a sink or swim first flight situation?
Pretty much.
What happens if you don't fly?
Pretty much the same thing that happens to everyone.
That's why there's so many
When they
people
don't
named
fly.
Stormfront.
No good things.
Does someone clean that up, or they just leave that there?
Is
You
it
know,
like a warning?
It's pretty high up the city.
To be fair, I'm down the bottom of the mountain. I've noticed a few little wings and stuff. But every now
Yeah,
and then,
they're just watching Vim getting torn apart by like.
every now and then, a
Listen,
bunch
Jack.
of feathers will
Sadness.
just float through in the breeze.
There are traffic collisions in every city.
I've never seen a dead arrow.
Yeah, but when I run into somebody on the street,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't like combust.
Yeah.
You and Bella should duel.
Yeah, the worst thing I had stepping off a curb when I was young was maybe stepping in someone's chamber pot that they'd emptied. But
Ew.
That's a whole thing in 3 dimensions. If you're flying, it's coming from above and below. It's a great city.
Sounds beautiful.
do they have those weird spiky things on like the gutters and stuff to stop you guys from loitering?
Yes, actually. Yes.
We're very aware there's living things tonight. No.
I'll slide a empty glass over to Hood.
Rook. Who's Rook?
to
I'll,
Hood.
I'll pour some more.
What are you gonna do when Horsey's dead?
He's not dead, Luna.
Just preparing you for the worst.
Horsey will outlive us all.
I'm going to whisper loud enough for Hood to hear. When Horsey dies, we'll just get another one that looks the same. Eat the first one, and he'll never know.
I don't eat my friends.
Okay, I'll eat them. Horsey will never die.
Or she will outlive you.
Oh,
But that's because
Only
he's young.
Bello.
As you are continuing to chat, this is good. I didn't want to stop it.
Michaela's like, I don't have to do shit.
Yeah, pretty much. As you continue to chat, you see the door open of the tabernacle, and what looks to be a centaur just trot proudly in.
Does it look like God Nail?
Does it look law enforcement-y?
No, it looks like he.
So look like it wants to kill us.
No.
Does he look up himself?
No, none of those things.
Inside.
Sure.
No.
This being looks like he has a large black beard and powerful arms, powerful legs, even more so, and a satchels upon satchels on his back and hanging off it. And you can see that with his arms, he rummages through and he looks around. Sid, degenerate. Yes?
Oh, hold on.
I do
I know he's
exactly
there.
this.
Hold on. We don't know who that is.
I'm
But-
literally.
I'm a few drinks in, so I'll go. Horsey?
He looks at you, Velo, for a moment, and then looks back towards you, Luna, and follows your pointing. A letter. Yeah. Then he just puts on the table at the edge, or one of the tables closest to the door. Luna Taro. Letter. And he leaves.
Cheers.
Fuck us.
Yeah, jeez.
Cheers.
I'll cheers the letter. Thank you. And I'll flip him one of the coins that I nicked off the bar.
All right.
See you, Centaur Man.
I think it's just Centaur.
It's Devlio, but goodbye.
How do you spell that?
He leaves without precisely describing the letters of his name, and you see that the letter is from, because of my mind blank, apologies, an Alita, and you see that the letter is from your parents.
Both of them?
Still together.
Just so you're aware, you can. I will send those to you right now. Do you want to open them and read them now, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, look, I will.
Yeah, I also will actually.
In private?
In my state, I'll be. Speaking of home,
I won't be like trying to hide it, but I'm not like showing it in front of Velo's face or anything.
Don't care, I don't care. I'm not looking at a letter. Not don't care, but
No,
it's,
but
it's
like-
a letter.
You get what I mean? I'm not like,
Yeah, and I'm also
and
not
I'm
like,
also not like,
what's your letter say?
allow me to read your letter. Do your parents actually love each other?
No, we know the answer.
I know the answer. No, no.
dearest Luna, your father's mistress turned up today.
She looks
Is
just
that what
like
you say?
she looks just like the car.
I was gonna say.
That is above game.
All right, I've sent
Awkward silence.
these to you, and go. All right, so you both have them. As you are opening these and reading them, where you are, what would you like to do,
Don't worry.
Velo or Hood?
You ever find anybody?
Regularly. I told you, when you fly, you're gonna come down. Imagine you could fly. You're flying, you're out there, you've got the updraft, you don't have to like
What's the etiquette? Do you like apologize or?
no, they can't see you. They just assume that I don't know, I've never had to deal with people afterwards. I've never even considered it.
Wait. If this is regular, have you been pooped on?
No, because the people don't just fly over the city. When you're flying out there and you're like 1,000 feet up, you're not coming down the land.
I feel that's like, do you pee in the pool?
Yes.
No,
Oh my gosh.
you shouldn't.
Oh, really, you guys? Well, don't
Have you ever had a pool?
tell you what I have had is a group bath with all of you. So
Yeah, we did have that one.
I don't think I was in the same bath as you. You were in the warm one. I was.
Yeah, remember Kinham? What a prick.
yes.
Kind of glad he's dead. How'd you two go?
I guess I'd be again squinting,
You want me to
seeing
read
that,
it?
seeing the writing after these drinks. Would I be able to determine if the words were one written in her handwriting, and two if they're truthful?
You
Or
definitely,
or coerced.
sure, you definitely see that the handwriting is hers. 100%. There's no doubt about it. You've seen her handwriting before many times. Definitely, you'd recognize them anyway. Whether or not there is coercion involved, make me an insight.
Sure, you wouldn't rather me to perceive it.
Mm, no.
Do you want to roll these dice and see if they roll better? You're rolling that 20s before.
Do you want to try my dice and see if it rolls better?
As a 5.
You
Five.
always get five.
I know. I roll 6 or 5 on the dice and I have a -1.
They're weighted. No.
That sucked too.
They look so good though.
With that in mind,
You have to bless them in the dice jail.
that's right.
That's how it is.
You don't believe there's any coercion there. It seemed genuine enough.
Well, speaking of home, dear old mumsy,
Your
Oh,
mom's name.
how's mum?
Alita. It seems odd, but they say things are going well.
Good.
That's really good news.
No, good news.
What was that accent?
I don't know. What accent?
Did you send a lot of letters or see others send a lot of letters? back there in the slave mines?
Well, I mean, I made specific note when I sent to them to try and avoid the guards. But the letter does state that the guards took some of the stone that I sent with them. I mean, it is her handwriting. I believe it's come from her, but I don't know, it just doesn't add up from my experience with the guards. And she spoke of the mine manager bedroom. He's one of the actual dwarves from the Rotherheim clan. Bit of a prick from what I knew of him, which seems to contrast what this letter says, that he was checking up on them. And
I
I'll
mean,
push an
but
empty glass over towards Hood.
It's good that things are good, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bit confronting because it's not what I would have expected. Particularly if she says that the guards were involved.
How far are we from your home?
From here, fair ways. If it took us a few weeks to get from Reki to here, I dare say it'd be a month and a half, 2 months to get to the mine.
Would you like to go back?
I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. The Mask of Marcel's kind of on the way. Plus, where Krenis's has that boat. It's not too far from there either.
Maybe we could start making our way there, check out if your parents are okay.
I mean, you want to kill two birds with one stone. Be opposed to following up. Sorry.
I look at Bella and I go,
Wow.
No disrespect.
I mean, you can't poop on people, so.
So do the giants apparently. Uh,
I'm
Yeah.
glad we sorted that out.
Do I know anything about the Rotherheim clan?
You can make a history check. Sure.
History is going to be 13.
13. A trading company, like a lot of others. You know that they are dwarven for the most part. They do tend to stick to the Elenorian mountains for the most part as well, mining whatever they can find. They employ different types of peoples to help them, and they, from what you hear, they pay them. Reputation-wise, they've always been some whispers here and there of there being some underhanded work, I guess, conditions. But that's really the only rumors you've really heard of. But a very rich, pretty rich company because of what they find. And they outsource that. They sell what they find as well. And they're quite wealthy.
Would we be aware of any Rotherheim guilds in any of the cities?
There's always a small, let's call it a recruiting business with any of these tribes or any of these clans in every city. So you would tend to think that Wove would be no different, especially that it's halfway in the mountain.
I know a little bit about the Rotherheim clan, probably just as much as most of what they do with their dealings in the mining industry. Oh, I'm assuming you've got great disdain for them.
well, you're assuming that, then I guess what you've heard is bullshit propaganda that they spout.
Just from the dealings within my own house, I've heard that, not that we've ever paid great attention to them, that they perhaps aren't the best of working conditions to work with.
I guess you know a bit more than most people. Sure, you've seen all their posters and shit around. They spout about a better life. You know, earning your keep. Making your way. They pay shit.
It would be interesting if we maybe ventured into establishments to find out some information.
I know they got their fingers in a lot of pies around the place, but I don't know the extent of their reach out this way.
Um, Perhaps if we can get all this stuff done for my friend, uh, we might be able to use whatever information that we can to get a bit more, let's say, damaging information on them.
We're just missing the vampire thing, right?
The DM question. We did do the potion, didn't we?
Got the ingredients, not
Yeah, we
the
haven't
actual
made it
potion.
yet. We still need the potion to be made, which I'm happy to pay for. Potentially even that little bit of berry that you picked up might be a good.
I'll pull them out. And a bit dank since she kicked it.
We had the unicorn, and it was the Pegasus feather as well, didn't we?
That
Yeah,
one, I
remember?
believe, got us an hour's worth of the potion.
Mm.
Yeah, and remember the collateral damage it almost had?
Yet nothing bad happened.
Must have been a sun card day.
And actually, I think it might have been.
Well-
I'm not joking. I think it actually was that day.
Not good. Good day for the children.
Yes, the sun was.
What do you make of the vampire thing?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm at a loss on where we can find this ingredient.
Do you reckon those bozos in the void? You reckon about them, they vampires?
It would be convenient if they were and we managed to kill one. That's where I wouldn't have to feel bad about pulling some of the stranger's teeth out.
Well, that thing that grabbed you down at the
It was really scary, by the way.
Giants thing, that was just an illusion. They saw down in their city.
Mm,
Maybe the original's still there?
perhaps.
I don't even know if they are actually vampires, but blood dripping teeth seems to be a bit of a thing.
That's what my assumption is as well.
Sucking the magic out of items, not blood out of people's necks. I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but
Mm, I don't think it is, but I mean, maybe they've developed. It's hard because from my understanding, there's only a few vampires left, and they came through the portals.
Did you ever hear that story about the vampire and the girl that was a human and she fell in love with the vampire and then eventually they had a kid?
How old was the vampire?
Way too old.
They don't,
Really old.
they don't age, right?
Not physically.
How old was the girl?
She was like school age.
Messed up story.
yeah.
Oh, it's got like a weird cult following.
Yeah, I never,
Don't you
There
go
was
to
like a
jail for that?
sequel and then there was another sequel and another one.
I never got into it, but I heard the bard who told the story wasn't that great.
That's why there was so many people named Edward at that time.
It's a boring human name. Doesn't sound like a vampire.
Yeah, what's a good vampire
Like, I don't know, Strad.
name?
Never had that one before.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, the vampire, I think.
Alucard.
Well, yeah.
If I was it, that'd be my vampire. Alucard.
How much have
Maybe.
you had to drink?
If you had to drink.
Make
Are you
another
counting?
Constitution saving throw.
Do you think maybe there's like a reference in a town hall and we just look for the unique names and maybe go find out if they're vampires?
Hmm.
12.
Like a yellow pages or something.
You're still okay. Still on your feet, not haven't thrown up or felt sick. It's a bit of, with the speaking of your family, there is a little bit of anger that arises from the talking of the Rotherham gland during that conversation.
That's,
But
What's sparking the drinking?
yes,
How many people am I having up?
4.
Yeah, 4.
You're right.
I
it's
think
a
it's a
joke.
man.
One too many.
Oh god, just go to a break.
How
No.
many fingers are you holding up with your cat paw thing?
I think I have 5 fingers. I have 5 fingers.
Okay.
You've just decided.
And plausible thumbs.
So what's the next move?
Well, didn't you say mask it for sale?
I mean, we've still got business to wrap up here.
Yeah, we need to go get the horses.
And one alive.
Well,
And the camels.
we also need to parlay with the Giants and the Fae.
Do you think
Need
they'll
to
give
get
us
a
some goodies?
reward.
Yeah, I like a reward.
Then we leave.
So do we bring some of this fine wine to them? Do you think they drink?
How do you have 6 fingers?
Fuck.
What?
Yes, we should bring some fine wine.
Think they'd like wine or rum or something?
Bring some goy for the.
Don't they know
Yeah.
everyone? Won't they know? Took this.
Okay, we'll leave it. We've actually drank a lot here for free so far. So
Oh, I haven't
Oh.
finished my glass.
Push one more empty glass towards him.
All right.
I'll feel
You
better.
gotta finish mine.
As that's being filled, I'll have some fine wine.
Okay.
You'll
The
neck me one.
as Dilly grape wine is again very very soft on the lips and very delicious, and then the foin is fantastic as well.
Foin.
Obviously, you finished that off, the strawberry dessert wine, and that finishes off those bottles completely.
5 gold.
We kind of saved him, so it's the least he could do.
Didn't they occupy this tavern like a week and a half ago? And kill the local inhabitants?
They didn't kill them.
Yeah, actually, there's.
They didn't enslave them though.
Well, they
Oh,
killed
okay.
some of them. The ones that didn't survive old snake butt.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that? Actually,
Yes.
I don't care. We should go.
I think.
Oh wait, it's really late. Why don't we just wait till morning?
Is it really?
Shit,
That way.
shit seems to happen between now and then.
I think
I'm
right
just
now it's
worrying
good.
about
Well,
you walking.
Sid's charismatic right now.
He's not
good.
charismatic.
I think he's alright. He's talking.
I'll look at him and say something nice to me.
You have marvelous parents, and the cards are divine.
He's drunk. We gotta sleep.
What are my parents' names?
Stephen and Beth.
Yeah, you're right.
Nailed it.
Let's go then. I'm gonna run back to the bar and maybe get like a pack of chippies or something to eat. Oh, and some kind of
Where do you think we live?
They would have had like potatoes.
Yeah, did they have any
Right.
like a snack?
What? In a plastic packet.
No, it's just a
It's a bowl.
packet of guinea pig jerky.
Yeah. Do they have any snacky stuff?
No.
They do. They've got plenty of blue-looking pistachios.
Hmm.
Probably double the size of normal pistachios, which do still exist. And they're very, very nourishing.
Still exist.
A bit, salty but good. Otherwise,
Pistachios,
Yeah.
they made it.
they made it through. You also find that there are some dried potatoes. They've been salted. They've probably a day or two old when it comes to the crispiness of them. They've gone a bit soft. And there are probably about 11 rations or packets of cloth bundles that have rations in them. Again, a mix of dried meat, fruit, nuts.
Is this in like a kitchen type area?
No, it's actually all behind the bar. It's still behind the bar. There's no, well, you can look into the kitchen though if you wanted to see if you have any more hearty meals, which you gather won't last as long.
I have something for you.
Go for it.
I pull out one of the 10 berries I produced earlier.
I guess like a drunken snack. Smash that berry into my face.
Do you eat it?
Yes.
You gain 1 hit and you feel nourished for the day.
So Thank you. And then I'll stumble into the kitchen, specifically looking for anything that might be a serve herb. And I'll,
Serve her.
and I might nick some spices if they're around, particularly salt and pepper.
You do find salt and pepper in abundance, actually. There's whole barrels of it. So you can. Do you have any receptacles? Are you
Take the
looking
whole
for?
barrel.
Well,
Do it.
There are
If
jars.
I'm a bit pissed, I might just chuck some in my pocket
Okay.
or a bag or whatever I have on me.
You get a bag of each. Probably about maybe 100 grams of each.
Sweet.
Small bag of each, and then you put the remaining handfuls in your pocket mixed.
Sweet.
No, a bit salty.
And a slug of lock, I believe, is in this region.
A smug. Oh, sorry.
A slug of
A
lock.
smug.
You do find the slug.
Slug.
But it's they have been recently boiled, and they are in a jar, like almost pickled.
And the serve herb.
And you do find a small bowl.
Oh, good. I'm going to put a tick next to that.
Okay.
I'll grab a couple of small packets of whatever you mentioned previously.
All right.
You're not allowed to rest, fellow.
Mm.
You okay with potato chips?
Potato chips.
Yeah, I give you potato chips.
I love potato
Want a
chips.
chippy?
Yes, I love it. Packet of chippies.
Has anyone ever put them between their toes and tried to make you eat them out of it?
That's that part of getting free.
Those Give me some of those giant nuts. The pistachios.
Oh, okay.
We need a break. We need to go to break.
Did you just say really did it right?
No, I'm trying not to laugh at the same time. I'm not.
I'll wink at Luna.
Okay.
Like, maybe you're right about Bella. And I'll give you the nuts. The pistachios.
Large blue pistachios in your shell.
Mm.
Woo!
Yum. I'm gonna eat some and look at these two. What'd you say about me?
And I whisper so that I don't have to whisper, so that these two can't hear.
You can make me,
quiet.
if you want to, if you want to use it
I
on
would
this.
Love to.
Okay, hold on, just before you roll, what do you whisper?
cupped around.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
My
Hit
ear
the
hole.
and whispering like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Hood has a crush on you.
What has a crush on you? Okay. With that in mind, auto success.
What I see.
So, Sid, you use that perception if you want to use it to auto succeed on hearing that
Yes.
straight away. Make me a perception check, please, Hood, and make me a sleight of hand or check.
Do I get
16.
advantage because I'm cupping and whispering?
No, because Hood it has cat ears. What'd you get?
16.
Okay.
I don't have bird ears.
Sound holes.
Sound of holes.
Oh, it's a 12.
You also hear it.
I'm gonna wait and see what Vella's reaction is.
I've heard this in the kitchen where you're near, so you're going, what the hell is this one on for? What's all this about?
Luna's lying.
I don't know.
Bella's got a crush on me.
You guys bond over the goat stew. I know we left you alone for a little bit there. Just like the ingredient, like, you wouldn't think that goat, huge pebbles, would come together.
It was
But just like the ingredients you and Bello did too, didn't you?
it
It's most
was
unlikely of ingredients coming together to form something beautiful.
It seems strange.
it was an infusion of angelicness on my tongue.
Do I hear this conversation?
You can make a perception check as well.
I'm not whispering.
Good anyway.
Ah, 9.
You hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, that makes sense. Shoot for the stars.
You can shoot at the stars. They're actually full of really nice energy.
Okay, should we go?
All right.
What a sun card day.
Mm.
On the way out, I might try to walk out last
Mm-hmm.
and actually grab some coins from that cash register.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Doing so
Dead.
secretly.
Drunkenly, and just putting a handful, not grabbing it all, just a handful in my salt and pepper pockets.
Okay. You take a handful. You don't count them. Just put it straight in there. Feel the ruffleness of it and the roughness.
Salty coins.
Yep, salty coins. And you exit in the rear.
And just
yep.
for D&D Beyond purposes,
Mm.
even though as Sid I wouldn't know. How many-
16.
16. Thank you.
It's been a lot of choice words on this stream tonight.
You exit in the rear.
Did you see
Yeah,
our
I did.
facial
I did.
exchange?
I did.
Children.
Where are you
The two
going to
youngest
first?
people at the table are like,
To get our reward for a job well done.
Mm.
And be like, I'm in nuts.
Do you need to hold on to something?
No, he's fine.
Arm around your
No,
shoulder.
no. Just hold my arm politely.
Arm around the shoulder.
Do you want ship?
You feel Sid's mouth close in around some of your fingers as he takes a big bite from a chip.
It's healthy like my pockets.
It's good.
And you, with Velo's confused look, you all start to wander back towards Goreslag, the fire giant, to collect your reward for the information that you proceeded to collect from this weird space that Gimhul showed you. And we're going to take a 10-minute break at that point.
yeah, we saw D20 into the chat and we were like,
Yeah.
quick, we gotta go.
Yeah.
10 minutes break.
I don't know.
I will say I almost put a reward in our exclamation point donate thing tonight, being like, don't ban D20, and it would have been like
Agreed.
$10 donation, and we all would have had to say something nice about D20, which I have immediately was like, we'd run out of things to say in the first redemption, so we gotta.
If it's here in the chat, I'll say something nice for free.
Go for it.
Hello, my favorite husband.
Nice. All right.
He has remarkable puppetry skills.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah,
It was good.
it's-
Legitimately. All right, we're going to be back in 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And remember, donate to be in the draw as well to win a shirt
No, quick,
from...
everyone hydrate on the
That's
break.
all
Yeah.
right. On a shirt from Aoncraft. One of his amazing gelatinous cube shirts. Donate also to a good cause Beyond Blue. We will see you everybody in 10 minutes. Welcome back. I just had to check we were back alive. Hello.
Everyone being like, are we live?
Are we live now?
Are we
Ooh.
actually live?
So, let's head right back into it. You're walking towards Goreslag, and you know the path well. At this point, Wove is silent. There is no one on the streets, and that's odd to you because usually there'd be guards, there would be maybe some late night peddlers, perhaps even skulking in shadows.
Some drunks.
Maybe drunks. Maybe people wrapping up for an evening at an inn. People, the owners, perhaps locking up for the night. But it's about 2:30 in the morning now. You can see above you the lack of those two moons. But that signifies that daylight is only a few hours away.
These giants going to be asleep when we get there?
I don't know. Maybe they can make us a room if they are. We'll see them in the morning.
There were a lot of people down there. Surely at least one will be.
Do giants even sleep?
I don't know.
Sleeps.
The answer to that question is very quickly answered. As you walk into the abode where you remember the cloud giant taking you for very guiltily bringing you into that arena, You venture into this place under the mountain, and you find on the edges of the walls, as you're heading further and further towards Goreslag's throne room, underwove, that there are in fact sleeping giants. Stone giants, hill giants, it seems, with the flabby skin, similar to what you fought, but not quite as grotesque. But there is still a smell. You hear this distant as
You okay?
the farting, the passing of wind that just
I don't think that was me.
causing you to just almost
Exactly.
topple over. You also come across eventually, as you head deeper and deeper into this home, this temporary haven of giants, the throne. It takes you a good maybe 20 minutes to traverse, but otherwise you see that on the throne itself is Goreslag, having what looks to be,
God, it's dusty in here.
it hasn't been cleaned for some time, in fact. You do see Goreslag hunched back, or I'm sorry, it's just leaning back, apologies, and just
Everyone
drooling,
panicking like there's a posture check.
just drooling uncontrollably. You can see that it's steaming up from his mouth as well, this saliva, and it's just on his chest plate, where he also wears this vast rug. It looks like that's been stitched together by hundreds of sheep,
Has he?
and no one else in the room.
To bellow. How's this prick acting like he didn't know that Aarakocras needed sleep and humans didn't need food?
Hey, do you think? How's his eyebrows looking?
His eyebrows, bit singed, but otherwise untouched.
Do you think ink would stick on his face?
Yes.
He's got like, he's got skin.
He does have skin.
I don't know.
He does have skin. In fact, it's you have to make a double take. This fire giant has
What?
ready. It's ready
Or
skin.
just like
It's pinky red skin,
Yeah.
and it's a bit blotchy, as though its skin itself looks like small craters, and moles and things like that are all over it. But otherwise, yeah, certainly there's skin there.
Should we draw something then?
That's really impolite. Did you
The idea
see?
is he's a king, isn't he?
I mean,
So
also,
you get our reward.
Yeah.
remember what he did to you after we just entered the city?
Yeah. That's kind of why I want to fuck with him.
So can you imagine what he'd do after you not only entered the city, but then drew on his face?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well,
Who wants to wake him up?
I wish I could do this in real life, but I can't. But as Sid, I'll go. One of those super loud whistles.
All right, make a performance check, please.
It's because you got a beak. I can't do it either. That was the 2 on the dice.
Two, yep.
7.
A 7. You hear this, and
Oh
nothing.
my god, what is
Drunk, so it's just spit. coming
Yeah,
out.
it's a bit of saliva there too. Yeah, spittle.
that? Why don't you take a nap with your friend?
I'm going to extend one feathery wing. I'm just
Mhm.
going to tickle him under the nose with it.
Okay, so you're walking right up to the throne and you're sort of reaching up. Okay, as you do, are you wanting to be
Are you
for
dead?
him to wake up? Are you wanting him to just
I'm going to
gently? Okay,
gently wake him up.
all right, sure. As you you can just reach his nose, but you do see that there's a little feather below his nose there, and you give it a little bit of a shuffle. You hear this. And he sort of half pats his face away, and as he does, yes,
there are a lot of things that are just about to happen.
okay.
Thank you D20 for your donation.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for that donation. Amazing.
$35.
Wow.
I have to go full Amara twice.
Yeah.
And it has to add to the sway count, which is correct.
It does.
Sid finally gets a perception check,
Hmm.
which D20 you did miss it, but that was
Nice.
the only thing redeemed so far.
That's also the only successful roll I've had so far.
Mhm.
Advantage to Velo, so you get an advantage as well. As you
High
almost killed him.
advantage.
Advantage. High advantage.
And whoever the next NPC is gonna fall in love with Hood for a minute,
Okay.
and
Sure.
it's in a minute in game time.
Yeah, sure.
So
Of course. Okay, so those are the donation awards.
yeah, like
All
you
right,
just went
wow.
$7. Like I should have made them more
That's
expensive.
crazy. Okay.
But it's all for Jasper's
It's all for
Gaming, so
Jay-
that's
yeah.
good.
Thank you
Hey,
so much.
We're $42 out of our $100 goal.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
That's amazing.
I love that.
Thank you.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, so with that in mind, everyone knows what they're doing with their rewards.
Well,
You don't have to do anything.
I don't have to do anything either.
Perception,
I just actually-
advantage.
Do I
get
just
to
have
see
an
something.
advantage in my back pocket,
Yep.
or just the next one?
No, in your back pocket.
Alright, cool.
And you have to
Be
do
a
that.
bar
I don't have to
twice.
do anything.
No.
Okay,
I
apart from the falling in love.
randomly don't speak like Luna for
Okay.
like 2 sentences.
All right.
And then get weirded out by it.
So with that in mind, as the fire giant Goreslag slaps the hand across his face, make me a dexterity saving throw, Velo, as you are off balance with that a sudden
Do you want
brazen
me to say
attack.
Nah, I'll cop this one. I'll save that advantage.
that? That one.
That one.
Is it actually?
No. Dexterity. 9.
9? Okay, that's a fail. You get fully hit in the face
You do
with
have
this
advantage.
large hand, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah!
As you do exclaim, this fire giant opens his eyes, and he sort of looks around. Well, I see you are all here. Then that is good. Excellent work. What did you find? Tell me, what did you find? And please don't spare any details. Hood, on my lap, now. Let's go.
Yes, Hood. The king has spoken.
What?
On his lap.
You want me to sit on your lap?
Yes.
Is this a trick?
No, no trick at all.
Here, I'll help you up.
You're not getting jealous?
Nope.
You're going to deny the king of fire giants.
Wouldn't you like to have my consent?
I would not. Now, lap.
I mean, I guess I can. If you really want me to.
Hold the fuck up. Luna just says really like this is really hard to do. I haven't made this character in forever. You fucked in the head.
What do you mean? Like,
Maybe he. What the fuck is your problem?
I don't know.
Nothing? Nothing at all.
I kind of like the idea.
You better do it. I reckon you should do it.
Well,
You should absolutely do it.
he's asked, he's
Okay.
commanded.
I've commanded. Now.
All right, here we go.
So
Alright.
please drink. For the love of God.
And you sit on his lap as he
Has he got
Um,
pockets?
he does have pockets actually.
Good to know.
As he does continue to talk to you, he says, "Tell me, who would like to speak first? What did you find?"
You should ask your new lover.
Make a perception. Or, no, make an insight check, please.
All right. 16.
16. I'm going to send you something. Okay.
Oh my god. Eric Abroad is raiding with a party of 32 people. So thank you so much.
Oh my god,
Holy
hi!
Welcome.
What the
hey.
hell?
What, Ben's very quickly putting it up.
I better sit on straight.
No, quick.
Okay,
First
quick.
impression.
Let's
Ah! Hey,
Whoa.
thanks for the raid. Our name is Fates Group. We're an Australian Dungeons and Dragons actual play campaign. We stream every Tuesday at 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to Vim, our homebrew world. Tonight we are actually streaming in support of Jasper's Game Week, which we are all a part of. It is a charity raising money and awareness around suicide prevention and mental health awareness. You can tune in to /Ardent Roleplay for the rest of the week to catch all of the other charity games. But welcome and meet our fabulous friends.
I'm so glad you did your first session, Eric. I hope that's that it went well. Well done.
Oh my god, Australians in the chat.
Yeah,
So
Aussies.
you'd all be familiar with Beyond Blue, who is part of the charity that we're raising money tonight for. Thank you for stopping along. If you do, a view is enough. Being here is enough. Being in our chat is enough.
So much.
But if you do want to donate, I have just dropped the donation link, which I think you also dropped. So
Nice. Amazing. Thanks so much for joining. Anyway, okay, that was exciting. That's still exciting. Let's continue.
that's a lot. I think that's the biggest raid we've ever
Yeah,
gotten.
amazing. So you get a dagger stare from this fire giant as he looks towards you. Just, no other thought, and for a moment, you feel just a shiver, and then you right yourself. As this fire giant Goreslag, this saliva-ridden, red-bearded, and very, very, very energetic at the moment, is looking around at you, just waiting for you to answer. You will notice that very, just adversely to his normal demeanor, very gently, he's stroking the head and the back of Hood.
Given that when Luna pinky promising and took fire damage, what's happening with this?
Nothing at all. You in fact you feel a bit of warmth, Hood, in your tabaxi fur.
Yeah.
But you do feel a little bit uncomfortable with the fire giant suddenly taking to you. But otherwise, it's not causing any physical damage. So tell me, what happened down there at Altoth? Did you go to the city? Did you
I'm
find
gonna
the
be
missing
real
people?
with you right now. What you're doing is really fucking weird. And if you want us to tell you what's going on, you're gonna stop stroking my friend. It's freaking me out. I don't like it at all. It's making me very fucking uncomfortable. Sid is feeling very taken aback. I can see it in his eyes.
Jealous, are we?
I'm incredibly comfortable with this. Proceed.
I am not comfortable with this, and I don't know if you know this, but Hood is actually Bello's lover, and the rest of this is really fucked up. So thank you so much for your time.
Not
Please stop.
Make a persuasion check, please. As you do that, Velo.
I'm going to take the advantage.
Are you
I'm
gonna-
not. I get
Okay.
the advantage, but I'm not going to take it.
Okay, don't take it
Let me
there.
just say.
In the meantime, Sid.
Oh, look, given that he's a few drinks in,
I should have taken
Okay.
the advantage.
your demeanor towards him seems to have changed since your wife dealt with him in the pits. Are you looking for something of the same?
As you say that, he sort of gives you a suspicious look and whispers to you, but listen to him. You deserve all of the treasure. Is that what you want?
I do, actually.
Okay. I think you do very well in staying in Wove. Wove is a beautiful city. Once we repair it for the good of Tabaxi everywhere. What do you say?
Time the Tabaxi get their day in the sun card.
I think so. Now, tell me, what did you find in Altoth, in our city? Did you find the missing brethren?
Well, no, we didn't actually go there.
He suddenly just stops caressing you for a moment, Hood, and then continues. What do you mean? Didn't go? Did you
After
not?
that 1 minute, he knows, by the way.
That's fair. Persuasion facts.
No, I mean, like,
Sure, I see
this
what you
donation, but also my persuasion fails.
mean. Got it. I see. So you didn't go, did you? You didn't complete the task I had offered.
Did I say that?
Then tell me,
Did I stutter in my words?
you were
What the fuck is this?
moving around the truth. Tell me.
Hold on, alright, here's the abridged version.
Yes.
Found a magic door, went in, there was some kind of wizard guy there. He'd been living there for I'm not done yet. He'd been living there for 1,000,000 years. or less. We went to his house. Some weird dudes with 3 mouths and 2 eyes or more of each arrived and attacked us. They also broke everyone's magic.
I did feel such a thing. I cannot cast magic anymore.
That was the
Was that
problem.
connected?
Now we're back. Give us our gold.
Luna just like,
Oh, also, on account of the magic being broken, the Fae want to talk.
Are you well, Luna?
It's weird.
Yeah, you did swear a bit more than normal.
I think it was just this weird, like, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Tell me, could he now talks privately with you again? Is this all
oh
true?
no.
Was it?
Oh no, 2 donations have just come through.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
Was this?
Oh my gosh, Clint donated $100.
Oh, far out,
That's
That's
Clint.
divine intervention.
She. Oh.
The divine entity is actually evil and helps the party in the most evil way possible. Good luck, Michaela. Clint!
I mean, for $100 donation, thank you so much, Beyond Blue.
We just
Oh,
smashed
we
our
smashed our
donation
donation
goal of
goal.
$100. That's
Oh
amazing.
my god,
Thank you, Clint.
that's ridiculous.
Cool.
Smashed it like Macaulay's character for our party.
Divine intervention for the evil. Like,
Yeah, 100%. All right, I'll get to that. So,
I hate this game.
thank you so much.
Wow.
So, were they telling you? Were they telling the truth? Please, you can talk to me. Was I not promising riches and treasure for you?
Can I call you Slags?
Of course. That is my pet name, if you must know.
Slags.
Thing like the slag.
Are you saying that under your breath or out loud?
Drunkenly
Out loud? Okay. He will hear that. He says, "Why must they be not so mean to me?
I don't know.
I'm a gentle soul, really." You see this massive fire giant just continue to breathe this hot air in your face.
Well, you did do good work with the guards. They seem to be a lot happier. I'm
I'm-
glad to hear you took out.
I'm taking care of them like you
Is
suggested.
Horsey okay?
You suggested.
Yes.
And I appreciate you for
Is
that.
Horsey okay?
Horsey.
The chicken.
The
It's-
chicken.
It's Hood's pet.
Yes, very delicious. I mean, in its look, it's alive. Don't worry. How would I be able to? How would I hurt such a pet of yours?
I
Please.
know. Thank you.
You see me as some sort of barbarian, but no,
That was
I
Luna.
am gentle.
No, I just,
She reckoned the chicken would be dead. I was like, nah, he's with Slags. He's
of
fine.
natural causes, of course.
I'm going to whisper to Luna. They definitely ate the chicken. We have to meet a new chicken.
And
That's the divine intervention giant chicken.
and yes, my friend was forward, but to the point. Is what happened. There's some great disturbance at the moment. I don't know if you've left the city, but we are missing 2 moons now. The Fae are being drained of their magics.
The Fae of themselves as well.
The Fae themselves,
It is worrying. It is alarming, even. But I will take care of you, Hood. Do not worry. You are safe in the hands of, well, me. Please. And then for a moment, he sort of looks around. Looks at you again. And just pushes you off his knee, and you are falling to the ground. Make me an acrobatics check, please.
I just sent you what Clint's
Thank you.
exact message
Cool,
was in
thank
case you had to try and remember.
Thank you.
8 and 5, 13.
13. You land half, quite gently, but you do still knock your shoulder and arm on the ground. You still take 4 points of, which is half of bludgeoning damage. As you just rattle on the ground, trying to right your feet. As athletic as you are, it was a big push, and
Oh my god!
and that's exactly how it sounded too. Your glass eye. And he looks toward you all and says, "What treachery is this? You trick me with love. That is what is happening
None
here.
of us did
Whoa.
this.
How dare you? You
I,
stinking
I-
little feline.
Can I just
Oh,
say,
calm down. Where's
first
Slags?
of all, his name is Hood.
You stinking little feline hood.
His name is.
Whoa, Slags. Whoa.
Second of all,
I will not
Sid.
be called that.
Stop.
I am Goreslag, king
Sid.
of the fire
You
giant.
are king, remember? And we're friends. Just
You said you were going to
quickly.
give me all the treasure.
You can kiss that
Can you
goodbye.
all be quiet? Or learn to be charismatic at all? Like charming?
I'm charming.
How do you
No.
think I feel?
Anyway, quiet. Would I argue with you about loving Hood? We had done this too. That seems really counterintuitive. Wouldn't you think?
Perhaps
I think it might just be the magic of Vim just acting up and being a little bit weird.
Yes, I thought you were just very comfortable with yourself.
We wouldn't do that to you. We're
some
friends.
trickery has been played here. I believe you.
You have soft hands.
You tell anyone about that.
That's kind of nice.
It will be your last word.
Drunkenly at this point, I'd pull out the lute and attempt to strum. Loving you. It's easy 'cause you're beautiful. And do.
Performance check. With
Do I get
advantage,
advantage?
could you
Come
actually
on.
sung that?
No one even paid for it.
That was a
It
good
just
night.
happened.
Woo. That's a 17 and an 18.
Oh,
Plus
wow, big roll.
5, so 23.
23. So with that in mind, you
Wow.
all watch as and listen to it's the first time, really, that Sid has played and sung, and it's beautiful. And in his drunken state, there is no note untouched
I'm just
by
gonna
beauty.
go.
That's not by beauty.
I'm ready to learn from you now.
That was quite nice. Yeah.
And that
Bella was
was
younger.
convincing. Now, you say that you didn't arrive. Please continue your story. You will be paid in the items that you have seen already. But I must know what caused the magic to vanish.
Allow me to summarize because I'm sure that someone here will say something, again, once counterintuitive.
Holy crap! Another raid! 14 people!
Holy
Oh,
freaking
wow.
hell! Thank you
Thank
so
you for the
much.
raid! I'm gonna do
Do it.
the thing again.
Do it. Thank you so
Well,
much.
Oh my gosh! That's 2 raids in one night. I don't know if we've had like 2 big raids like that
No.
before ever.
Unbelievable.
Oh man. Hey, we're Fate Script. We're Australian. Shit. Yeah, we're Australian. We're an actual play Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We stream every week. Tuesday, 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Tonight we're raising money for Beyond Blue and suicide awareness and mental health awareness. All through Jasper's Game Week, which is an event that you should absolutely check out. So tonight you can donate using !donate to influence the game and make it a little bit weird. And if you don't like us and you want to tune into other charity streams, you can go to /Ardent Roleplay, who will be running them all week. But other than that, welcome to the world of Vim. It's
Yeah.
homebrew. This guy made it. He's pretty cool.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Waka. That's what we hope to do. And thank you so much. Anyway,
How wholesome.
look, we'll get there. We'll get there. So with that in mind, you were saying.
Oh,
Two mouth cultists. Cultists, two mouths.
No, wait. Shh. Allow me to summarize.
This fire giant simply on his throne, surrounded by still these bellows that are hot and just you're starting
like
to
hot
sweat.
for Hood.
No, not anymore. And this fire giant simply puts his hand half around his face like he is struggling to stay patient.
Okay. The reason I'm explaining this is because they will do a poor job. So, we went the way that you told us to go. We found a stream of dead fish. They were everywhere. It was quite suspicious. So I turned into a weasel. when I turned into this weasel, I went through this entrance and it had all these trees in it. And we found this person who had been living out there. Sounded like alone, had a couple of visitors.
Definitely.
And we went into this, I want to say it was a void. It was like big open void. And you couldn't do magic there. Except for us. We could do magic there.
Name Jim? Or Gim? Gimme.
Gimme.
Gimme,
That's what we
yeah,
called
that's
him. And so he invited us to come. And it was huge. And in dead of the night, we were awoken, and there were all these cultists there. There were 15 of them, and they were all chanting together, and they were trying to kill Gimme. And in that process, they told us that they were the one, and that they had stripped Vim of its magic.
It's exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
You say that this group, the One, have caused this to happen. Then the giants will rise against them. Vim must not be void, must not wane of the magic here. We must continue to live. Without the magic here, if even what you say is true, the Fae themselves have been depleted. This is...
So on top of the divine intervention
Yep.
that hasn't happened yet,
Yeah,
I get to kill Mara twice again.
great.
Less nicey nice was
Uh-huh.
apparently the request.
Yeah.
Velo, you get another advantage.
Sick.
Um,
I'm gonna roll them all at once.
and Hook as well need it. What? Sid also is the next person that someone's going to fall in love with.
Okay, good to know.
The only other thing that I could understand was they were chanting something about void magic. Something else that they said as well, something about let there be no life, let dark by, everything does change when all the eyes doth flame.
When the eyes doth flame,
I don't know what that means.
I'm lost in these words. I'm not familiar with them, but rest assured, if this is true, then all of us are in danger. We will meet with these Fae, as you have requested. This is news that would not have happened had you not brought us this information. This is not a meeting that we go to lightly. They send us here and there. They punish us.
Yeah, what's up with that? You guys said that they were displacing you, that you weren't allowed to live where you want.
That is true.
And we just spoke to them. And they said that you guys were just being dicks.
That is untrue. We are not.
I don't know,
I don't
you
know.
fucking put a giant asshole on this guy over here.
And you
See
shoved,
that guy? He's
shoved
probably
her onto
still...
a spike and hung her off a wall.
Yeah, I got fucking stabbed in the
Kind of
chest.
dickish.
It's not a good memory.
Really fucking rude.
Could you have done this without the test? Yes, you probably would have, but
Yes,
it has shown us.
Can I just say, I gave you a whole fucking speech about being able to do this without the fucking test. Like, literally, that was the first thing I said.
Come.
Was like, hey,
You did.
if you had just told us what was going on and tried to be nice, we
Luna.
probably would have helped you. And it probably would have been fine. We probably would have gone down the Fisher of Death for you anyway. And yet, here we fuck it up.
Let's just drop this. Slags. He's got a softer heart on him.
It's
You shut the fuck up.
Goreslag.
Hey,
What
we've
my
already
com-
been past this.
What my companions are
I think that
saying,
was at least 6 or 7 fucks.
That was 4.
we would like
What?
to be paid now and leave.
On that one. Plus you had the ones.
Very well. You will be paid as promised. There are some items in my chest. Let me retrieve them. And
No, just give us a chest.
I mean, honestly, how valuable is the chest?
We'll just take the whole chest. That's ours now.
not with the gold inside. That is mine.
No, I think it's ours now.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm going to use my advantage for this. Woo! Come on, Aeoncraft. Oh, by the way, that I'm rolling like a Mara now. That's a 1 and a 2. I like that.
Good use of advantage.
Woo! Yeah, I'm glad I wasted that advantage.
Compromise.
Yes.
Can you take the gold out of the chest and
I
still give us
can
the
take
chest? Thank you.
this out of the chest. You really want this large chest.
Yes. The card.
Very well. It is worthless to me. And he proceeds to, over the next 2 or 3 minutes, scoop hundreds and hundreds of
drop
gold,
any?
silver. No. The scooping is done extremely carefully.
Do you want
and
a
he-
hand? I can help you.
Be gone,
Do I
you
get more
tricker.
rounds? Can I shadow step my shot?
No.
Scooping that gold up almost as deftly as you scooped him up.
He just hisses towards you, and he eventually puts all of the gold in piles next to the chest and hands an open chest at you, which contains a ring. And the ring looks like it has this odd looking purple, squiggly looking design on top. And otherwise it's gold, but the amethysty or dark amethyst looking squiggly lines almost look like a brain. The next thing that you retrieve is what looks to be a quiver, and this quiver does it looks like it has no arrows in it, but it's a beautiful design, dark green colored leather with a shoulder strap. And the other is a robe, a white robe, which looks like it has some odd looking patches on it, as though someone has stitched certain things on it. But these things are very, very odd. You see things like a piece of parchment. You see a ladder stitched in it. You see what else? You see what looks to be. Let's have a look. Ah, there it is. A pole, a rope, a sack, a mirror, a dagger. It's just all over the place. One of each thing. Take these things and go. We will meet with the Fae as you asked, but don't feel like you would be too welcome here again.
Why not?
Hold on. This motherfucker who took over this town is gonna tell us not to be welcome here. After letting yourself in, building a fence on top of a fence and enslaving every motherfucker in the town, after they had to survive a shit monster and the spikes on the walls. We will make ourselves as welcome as we want. Because we're fucking heroes.
Make an intimidation check, please.
Can I do persuasion?
No.
Ow. I'm gonna do something different because that dice does not like me.
What's with you right now? What happened to Goody Two Shoes?
That was so much better. What am I doing?
Intimidation.
That's a 19.
A 19. He looks towards you, just flickering and blinking his eyes very quickly. Very well. We do not own Wove. We have never done so. So, you are welcome back in the city as you please, of course.
And then you should fucking feed your people. Feed all of the people.
I have told Hood that we have improved this, and it will continue, providing that Vim provides for us. Do you not see? There is more threat here than what meets the eye. Vim has grown its own food for us.
Now I feel like there was more threat in that exorcism town where no one lived anymore. There was a small child being taken away from his parents by a demon or the Fae. Some fucking weird entity. Who knows?
It will take us years to replant. If the magic does not come back, people will starve. That is what faces us now.
Well, you'll be happy to know that we're actually on our way to maybe attempting to solve this issue.
Well, I wish you very well. Thank you for dropping by. Have a safe journey.
Yeah.
Do you want the Fae to come? They said we have to summon them.
We can find them. Thank you. We will send out the correct communications.
Well, thank you.
Job done.
Tell the Fae. They suck. Oh, yeah.
He gives you this very confused look as he sits back in his throne. His fire giant just, and as he sort of almost sighs, you can see this huge billow of steam and smoke rise up from the side of his mouth. As he sort of almost closes his eyes again as though going back to sleep. But then he, from behind the throne, picks up what looks to be this large, double-bladed axe and just sort of hits his hand with the flat of the blades with the handle.
Luna
And
just
waits.
sneezes like 3 times in a row. And then like
How far away am I from him?
From Goreslag, you're
Yeah.
probably about 15 feet away.
I'm just gonna look up at him like my biggest cat eyes,
obviously.
a little bit wet, and just
Why are
see.
you wet?
Yeah,
My eyes are gonna be a little bit moist.
Yep.
And it was
That's
good.
people heard that.
Be gone.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go.
Hey, where's
Let's try.
Medea and my camel?
Your cart and its inhabitants will be waiting for you up as you leave Wove. And Medea has started already on her journey to the Fae. She will be the spokesperson for the peoples.
That's the best.
Right, let's get our stuff and head off.
Well,
Sid?
this was a series of events.
Yeah, good work.
All
We'll
right.
start to walk out.
Arm in arm, you all start to walk out of, yes,
Oh,
Valor.
someone needs to get the chest.
Yep.
I'll pick up one.
We all just leave it behind.
I'll be like, oh.
You'll be fine with that, won't you, really?
Make a strength check, please.
Nah, I pick up one side of it and I just drag it out.
That's what I mean.
Ah.
It's still a large, heavy wooden chest. Even dragging it is going to be a feat of strength from
Don't
you.
you have an advantage sitting there still?
You do. He does, or she does.
Nah,
He's not going to use it.
not for this.
Hey, do you have a key for the chest, just so we can lock it up?
Yeah, it's tossed towards you. And you catch it, and it's big. Two hands.
3.
A 3 on the strength. You can't even pick it up to try and drag it. It's just you just start to lift it.
Like you wanted the
You
chest.
all hear a
Look,
dunk
I
on the
have
ground.
to lift Sid.
Okay.
Can you go help?
You can do it!
Uh,
Bardic inspiration.
Go for it.
Vela, this is your chest.
It's our collective chest.
You're keeping this for later.
I can't help but notice that it's a giant, thick, giant's chest.
Would this chest be about the same size as well?
Yeah, I mean, you could certainly fit it. She could certainly fit into it. Probably 2 of her.
15, I like it.
Hmm.
I'll help her pick it up.
All right, strength with advantage this time.
I don't know if we can hang out anymore.
Yeah, what is up with you lately? That's actually probably the most fun you've ever been.
It's flat, so 17.
You both one end each, and there are one handle on each side. You pick up this chest with relative ease now. You got a bit more of a grip on it, fella, and you move away up into Wove.
I think I've been hanging out with you too much. Bit of a rose-colored glasses moment, but like bad.
You've been holding in that aggression too long. It's good to get it out.
I didn't feel any aggression.
You dropped a few F-bombs there. And on a sun card day, needless to say, I was mortified at the whole thing.
I'm just as disappointed as you are.
Does the sun come up as we get out?
Not yet.
So
It's
it's just like
probably been only
walking
about
along, like-
an hour. it's likely 3:30, and by this stage you've been awake for a day and a night. It's you're all a little bit tired. Yes, exactly right.
Sorry.
And no, perfect timing. But you don't see the suns. No, you might just on the very very cusp of the horizon start to see a slight shade of red as a sunrise of some sort is coming up.
And turn to the others. Where should we go?
I think Sid needs some sleep.
Yeah, I guess as this is going on, Luna would probably feel extra weight on her arm, and I picture giving that drow would just go into a trance where they're, I guess, aware of what's going on. So the equivalent of passing out drunk would just be to be like, while still got the eyes open.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay. You do find.
I'm going. If he's doing that,
Yes.
I'm going to reach up and try and close his eyes. Jeez.
All right. Just
Can I
Very
just
lightly.
really quickly,
Yes.
only because of who it is.
yes.
Shout out Gabby Carbon, who's
Hi, Gabby.
in the chat.
Hello.
I know Gabby outside of the stream.
Oh, amazing.
Fabulous human being. I'm not allowed to have favorites, but
Welcome.
Gabby is also a Twitch streamer, so if you can chuck her a follow, please do. She does some amazing body paint work.
Oh, sweet.
Incredible body paint work.
That's
She
amazing.
did one from Arcane not long ago. Yeah, very, very cool. You can check her out on Instagram as well. A lot of her work up
Amazing talent. Thank you. Thanks so much for saying hi and stopping by.
there.
All right. You head towards the front, the entrance to Woven, as you've been promised. In front of you, healthy and alive, you have a cart with 2 camels, 2 horses. Don't see the chicken.
I'm gonna open up the rucksack
Open up the rucksack,
in there.
and inside the rucksack is Horsey.
Ah,
Still-
Horsey.
Is it a carcass?
It's lying on its side,
Roasted?
eyes
Is it a
closed.
Woolies chicken bag?
That's a real
With it looks fat, like it's eaten all of the rations.
Yeah.
Still, and it gets up and starts to very gently peck at your fingers,
Yeah. I'll
and it is healthy and there.
good. I'll give him a little scratch.
The beautiful dark red and brown feathers just ruffle in your hands.
Yeah. Is he looking unhealthy?
No,
Okay.
very healthy in
Great.
fact,
Like-
nice and plump.
Unhealthy, too healthy?
Look, make a medicine check for me, please. See if you think the chicken needs to lose a bit of weight.
12.
No, it's fair. It's no, it's probably ready. Ready to maybe
It's ready.
to have a bit of a walk around on a rope, maybe, but
Yeah.
on the string. But otherwise, it's fine.
What is it?
Horsey the chicken is alive and well.
Obviously, you're a good boy. And maybe when we get out of town, we go for a walk. And I'll put a little bit more ration in there.
Okay,
Maybe from the pub chips or whatever.
sure.
I'm gonna
The pub chips.
obviously go
Pub
up.
chippies.
Staple D&D
Yeah.
pub chips.
I'm gonna go up to Abigail and Marjorie, particularly Marjorie, playing favorites a little bit, and just like around the neck, give them a little bit of a pat, and then look at Sid and go, "How's your camels?"
Sid is fast asleep.
Are his eyes closed?
Yeah, you closed his eyes.
Sid,
Can I use my guaranteed perception to have them open?
Ooh, yeah, 100% you can.
Sid.
For some reason, Sid's eyes just open up again.
Well, I'll try like 3 or 4 times to close them when they keep popping open.
No, this is donation. You need
Yeah.
a wish spell or something to
There's-
close them.
There's no doing it. They stay open.
Sid, 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 Sid.
Sid does not awaken. He is fast asleep.
He's going to have the driest eyes in the world in the morning.
He probably deserves it.
Should we make ourselves out of town and camp on the way? Or should we stay here tonight?
What did you just say? It was a mumble of words all together at once.
Should we make our way straight to the mosque and camp on the way? Or do you want to stay here in town?
Well, it feels like we're not very welcome in this town anymore, so we should probably keep going. And I think that's where Sid wanted to go. I think we should make.
I look at Sid suspiciously with his eyes open.
I think we should make our way slowly towards his parents. I think we should check on them. I know he doesn't show much emotion aside from anger and frustration and
Rage.
and drunkenness.
Fury.
That too. Hatred for birds.
And all creatures.
Well, should we make him up a bed on the cart?
Oh no, he wouldn't do that for us.
Don't worry, I have a more elegant solution. I'm just going to slump in between the two humps on the camel.
Beautiful. Okay, so you are,
Just
Sid
hanging.
is just hanging forward over and just keeping eyes open, looking back towards the rest of the cart.
And that way, everyone wins, I guess.
But when he wakes, he can be on watch when we go to sleep.
I don't need to sleep for that long, so I could actually sleep now. Well, no, I'll wait till Sid wakes. He won't sleep for that long either. Just like 4 hours.
Good night's rest, though, could be good for us.
Well, he will have a good night's rest. It'll
Yes,
just
but...
take 4 hours instead of. Yeah, so if you want, I can go to sleep now.
Really?
I can leave you two alone.
No, we would definitely wake you up. But yes, go to sleep.
I will get into the cart.
Okay. Are you putting the chest onto the cart, I'm assuming?
Yes.
It takes up most of it. There's only now a small space.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll open the chest up.
Yep.
Take the few items out and put them in the small space and cover the top. And I'll say, there you go. Now there's space for you to sleep.
Excellent, it's like a coffin.
Yes.
This is quite pleasant.
I guess I'll go to sleep in there.
Do you want us to close it up?
No.
And the chest then is left open.
No, I don't. I don't want that. Yeah, I'll just like curl up. I'll keep one arm out.
You did this in what they call a coffin.
It's for the humor of the stream.
Great.
No, I'll keep one arm out
Okay.
just so.
flopping.
I mean, it'll hurt, but like, if
Yes.
it does.
Oh, okay. If it does close, obviously you wake up. And...
There's like something
Sure.
to stop it.
Sure.
If I see her that worried, if she's like trying to get rustled in, I will get a bit of rope and tie it
Tight closed or
so that the lid can only remains open to
Okay.
one side of the cart.
No problem at all. Okay. Anything else you're doing before you start to head off and south?
I don't know, is the whole freaking world about to explode? What's gonna happen? I'm scared.
As soon as Luna falls asleep,
Mm-hmm.
do you think
What?
we should close the lid and lock it? Play a little pranky?
That's not.
I've got the key.
That is a very good idea.
She'll be very mad though,
She'll be incredibly mad. When she wakes up, she'll be furious.
and she'll instantly blame me.
That's it. And 30 minutes later, when we let her out, she'll be even more furious.
So yeah, perhaps not.
No, I'm saying do it.
I don't. It's a long road to the mosque, so I don't want to be yelled at the whole time.
Worst case scenario, she thinks we locked her in the chest. Best case scenario, she assumes she's been buried alive.
Ugh.
Would be hilarious.
What?
Well, that would be my first assumption.
Really?
Yes, we'll talk more about it later. All right, if you think it's too far.
I think maybe it's too far.
And you travel.
I'm gonna let a horse here just to like rummage around the back.
Okay.
Vicious scamming.
So who's awake?
Joanne's a scammer.
Yep.
I guess it'll just be us two.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
So, Sid and Luna, you have gone into a slumber for the next 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
You should probably take it.
The time passes slowly as you continue to ride the horses, or are you walking beside them?
I'd probably be riding them, I guess.
Okay. And you ride south. The cart, if you want to, can go a little bit faster than a trot. Do you want it to go as a casual, or do you want to try and make a bit of speed here?
Not really racing away, are we?
No, the other added fact too, Luna's sleeping in the back, so I'd imagine it wouldn't be a comfortable journey if the horses are.
And it's still
Yeah,
kind of
gallop.
dark as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll save the gallop for we lock her into the chest.
No problem. So you
That's called bullying. You're lucky we're friends in real life.
IRL.
you continue your
Pay
way.
yourself?
As you continue and you travel south, you find yourselves just staring at the ground, the grass, the trees in the distance in groves, the sky of an amazing, the one thing that's almost untouched in this world of devoid of color. Everything else is devoid of color, but not the sky anymore. Well, not the sky still. It still looks like it's beauty, sparkling, full of unknown.
Same amount of suns?
The suns haven't risen yet. Just about to. As you continue south, on that same path from Wove, the ground feels cold. Not warm like you're used to. Void of life. The grass around you, a darkened green, wilted. Again, uninviting. The trees slumped a little. You see in the vast distance, in the east, a storm and distant lightning, rumbling of thunder, almost taking up an entire expanse from your left to your right as you look over. The whole side, the whole east, seems to be covered in cloud. 4 hours pass, and it turns to light.
On that journey, is it possible for me just to investigate that chest again?
Yes, of course. Go for it. Yeah, investigation check.
Do you mean the giant chest or the random one we got?
Random.
One. Shit, roll this chest. Investigation, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 7 and a 4.
11.
11.
Okay.
Lasted 10 minutes, but you had a bardic inspiration before. Yeah, it's probably
No, you could do it at the start of your journey. You can add that. That's fine.
So 16. No,
16.
16. That's right. 11 and 3 is 14.
14. Okay. That scene that you saw before, the last time you looked at this thing, not there. The same weird looking sheen of wood, though, continues. Like a reflection of fish scales. This wood is varnished beautifully and reflects even the night moons. It's odd, it shouldn't, almost. But
What do you think is in here, Bill? Must be something pretty important.
Well, I mean, it's obviously magical. It's obviously been protected against something more powerful than us. May not be valuable, though. Not on terms of gold. Especially if it's some Fey treasure. They don't care much for gold or anything like that. Probably has a mushroom in it or something.
I wonder if there's anybody in one of the towns that could help identify it. Or at least open it.
Yeah, so perhaps a bigger town. I don't know if the local blacksmith is going to be able to help us with this enchanted chest.
Hmm. Oh well, perhaps for another day.
What do you think, Sid?
I'm
And
assuming this is
There's
before the
it's
4 hours.
before the 4 hours. Yeah, you continue your way, and as the suns rise, you take note, Velo. There are in fact still the 3.
Oh, that's good.
Didn't we tell someone that there was only 2 left?
Yes, well, they're going to be relieved this morning, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you both awaken, Luna and Sid, at that point. As 4 hours pass, it's probably close to 6 in the morning. You are still slumped over Marjorie.
Given
Oh no, one of the horses. Sorry, one of the camels. Yes.
given
Serene.
that I passed out probably 20 minutes before you went to bed.
Yeah.
I guess I would be getting bumped as the camel's trotting.
You do feel quite sore. Yes.
Yes. And the amount that I've had to drink, assuming that will be pushing up against my bladder. So I'll snap out of it and jump off Shireel. Okay. Ugh. You make for an amazing camel, but you're a shit bed. And I'll hungoverly stumble off to relieve myself.
Okay.
I guess as I do, I'd be coughing up as you do when you're hungover and dehydrated. And as I am relieving myself and do that, all the runic symbols would start turning in unison, apart from when they would normally go like just the arm for casting a firebolt or something. And
Well, there are runic symbols on
This
here.
is an Australian stream. You can just say, take it a piss.
relieve myself. I'm not a Mara. I wouldn't be so crass.
Okay, freaking Sid degenerate over there.
And I guess as that happened, I would catch something just out of the periphery of my eye. And while relieving myself, I would turn and the stream would bounce off something. And it's a translucent looking version of Sid, who would then, I guess, react in kind and punch Sid in the face. If you'd like me to make an attack roll.
Sure. And attack roll, please.
What?
And just like Sid, it kind of sucks. The unarmed strike, I believe that is an 8.
Misses.
So it would miss, but as I would stumble back, I'd probably urinate on myself and fall over, and the translucent version of Sid would disappear.
And disappearing it does.
And
Do you see this? I don't think I would.
well, I don't know what you guys are doing,
Be
but
going to
Yeah, I'd be
sleep.
looking at totally different.
unless you just saw someone go off to relieve themselves and just staring.
You don't know.
And then I would rejoin.
Okay.
And,
Without missing a beat, almost, you come back, and you find yourself back on Shireel, the camel. And are you now both going to sleep?
Oh, Sid, you're awake.
yeah, it's
How'd you sleep?
terrible. Terrible. This is a shit bed.
The camel.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they put you on it. I suggested the carriage, but
Either way, I'm just happy that you didn't leave me behind.
no, you wouldn't do that.
There's not enough room on the carriage, that's why. Yes, I'm going to bed.
All right.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
If you wanted, you can.
How many people are on the back of the cart? Then?
Well, Velo, will you take the chest? There is also the edge of the cart on the back that you can try and sleep on too. Those are two of the most comfortable places. Otherwise, the camel or the horse.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sleep on the camel.
All right.
And it's, I'm going to kind of extend my wings fully and then wrap them around the belly of the camel and up like that. So I don't really move around. Just
Mhm.
go to bed.
Sexy.
Okay.
Camel.
You're gonna be on the rides on your own. I'm assuming Luna's gonna wake up soon. Sid.
You've awoken as well, Luna.
The first thing I'm gonna do is reflect on my negative actions the day before. Be sad for like a whole 5 minutes. I'm gonna draw a card.
Draw a card then.
Oh, that's a 10. You literally don't have to pause every time.
I'm gonna jump in the back of the cart and snuggle up with Morton.
All right. As you snuggle up, we'll see Still There and Clucky. So, do you want to mention?
Yeah, good night. Where are we
This
going?
is a very quick
What are we doing? Where are we going?
Wait, you didn't catch up with that?
To be honest, it's all a bit foggy.
I know you like
Oh, we're heading to the mask of Hofo Shen. I think that's his name anyway.
Yes,
And,
but that's not the name of the mask.
Well,
But good work.
the mask. And then I think we're going to be dropping in on your folks. I think that's what you wanted to do. You said that last night.
Yeah, I mean, if it's on the way, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
We're not. I guess I'll look behind me if I can't see the mountains of Wove anymore.
Oh, you can. You're only some hours away, and you can see them. They look distant, certainly, but they are still small peaks in comparison to when you were quite close. Covered in shrouded cloud.
I guess if we're heading away from there, we're not gonna deal with the conclave just yet.
It would appear not.
I'm sure that's not gonna come back to bite us in the ass at any point.
I'm gonna lift my
I
hat up.
thought
and go,
we
we're going to save your parents. Lead the way.
I think we'd be dealing with the conclave by doing this, aren't we?
Sure. I'm sure it will all work out in the end.
What was the last thing the conclave did?
Well, tried to kill us.
Do we know where they are?
Yeah, back there.
In what?
Well, we were heading towards the desert. But, this track, so we kind of went to do one thing, didn't achieve it, half achieved something else, and moved on. That's pretty much worked out for us so far, yeah?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But I would like to have the conclave sorted out.
Yeah.
I actually must have had a moment of error, and I thought that they were connected.
They're all a bunch of weird evil pricks. I don't know if they hang out together or not. I guess we'll find out at some day.
All right.
I'm going to emerge from the cart at this point, and I'm going to very sheepishly look at Rem and say,
I'm incredibly sorry for my behavior yesterday.
What about? What did you do?
We all know what I did.
I was fine with it.
Makes two of you.
Yeah, I'm still awake because you're all talking. Yeah.
I think today might be a more difficult day.
Well, pull a card. See what it says.
You think I was, by choice, sitting in that coffin, like 20 minutes below?
You're in a coffin?
It's a chest as well.
You want to bury you in the chest when the time comes?
Don't like the dark.
You could be a treasure for someone to discover later.
It's very sweet.
We'll leave some coins.
Please don't do that. Could be put to much better use. I did pull a card, and it's not the mistress, so we can all settle.
but I feel like Ramshin surely manifested this card.
Because whoa. Because this is the judgment card, and I like pulled it out and show everyone. That's this one, just in case you want to see. Basically what it means is it's almost like consequences for your choices. So it's kind of like facing potentially the negative outcomes of your actions. It can be like a sign of judgment or sadness or grief. So we might have a heavier day today.
I mean, I'm gonna be asleep for 8 of it, so good day.
Well, this is good news for me and Sid then, because we're the ones that are awake. So that's nice.
If you can.
You could also, this isn't necessarily an event that plays out before you, like right in front of your eyes. This could mean a dream as well.
Fair enough. Well, I'll dream, and if you finish judging yourselves by the time I'll wake up.
If you could not make fun of them every time I call.
It's not. I'm trying to interpret them in a positive way.
You're not trying to look enough.
Thank you for your judgment. Go to sleep.
I'll call out to this guy. Judge not, lest you be judged yourself.
As you go to sleep,
Yeah.
and you go to sleep.
I'm going to be, yeah.
All right, you both head off into slumber as Sid and Velo. You both, no, Sid, sorry. Yes, Sid and Velo. You both stay awake. No, sorry. Yeah, correct. Sid and Luna, you both stay awake and you continue your path. As you are traveling, you do find yourselves eventually looking on a slightly different bit of terrain. What happened?
No, nothing. I'm just like, this is gonna be good. Sure.
This terrain is a bit more hilly as you head further and further away from Wove. There's a small stream. It's a small river that runs east to west that you don't recognize on any map or anything like that. Around this river, going over this river, is a stone bridge that looks like it's got 3 or 4 large stones that seem to be interconnected, that have a bit of a railing that's going over them as well on either side. Around this bridge, you can see very small, mushroomy looking things of white dots on a red mushroom. There are plentiful of them. There's no others that you've seen around you, or ever, in fact. First time you've really seen this particular type of mushroom. You also notice that on the other side of the river, just on the edge of under the bridge, there's another chest. Closed, it seems. And for this reason, I would like everybody to open up their Ardent Roleplay, and you can all at home see this as well.
If you are one of the new people to the stream, you can Ardent Roleplay are our partners. Essentially, you can download an app called Ardent Roleplay, from your chosen mobile store. It can, whichever one. No judgment here. And you can scan the card that you can see on the stream, and it will show you this setting in augmented reality. So it's a good time, and we love the people at Ardent. So thank you for continuing to support us.
Yeah, so scan that, download the app, scan the code, and head in.
Oh yeah, enter the code before you scan.
Enter the spectator code as well. Let me know if you do see it as well, if that's okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
I love how you hold the card up even though it's on the overlay.
Oh, is it? It's still nice. It's still nice to know.
Good to be here.
But you can also
So
get
true.
yourself a deck of these cards
You
that
can.
you scan with your phone to get the same augmented reality.
I like
Yeah,
it.
For
you
your
can
own
get some
campaigns or
Maples.
whatnot.
Correct.
Meeples and Dragons will be obsessively buy too many dice.
We.
Me.
Okay.
Ooh.
This one's
Yeah, that's
nice.
cool.
Oh, is that a little chesty?
That's the chest.
That's cool. Look at all the mushrooms.
Mushrooms everywhere.
Are they talking mushrooms?
You don't know. You're asleep. No, you're awake.
I was gonna say, excuse
So, as you approach this bridge, in fact, you hear a voice calling out, "Welcome!
Hi.
Hello!" You don't know where this is coming from, though. It's sort of echoing around you.
Where are you?
Oh, over here!
Where's here?
Well, I can't move.
Can I?
Make a perception check. But over here!
If I'm awake, I'll probably also. Look
Yeah, go for it.
this.
Go for it.
Don't you have a perception?
No, I used it to
Hey,
force my
Nathan.
eyes open.
Oh no.
Hey. That's
Hey,
20.
oh no.
Whoa!
-1.
Oh, but still, that's amazing. What'd you get? 3 natural 20s. is
14.
A 14, nice. With that, you both notice that the voice seems to be coming from one of these mushrooms. On your side of the river. There's one that seems to have these tiny little arms and these tiny white gloved looking hands that are just waving at you, and these bright white eyes that seem to have these blue innards in them. Though they can't seem to move, they sort of, you see this figure just bounce like a sponge up and down in the grass. And you notice with that roll that all of the other 20 or 30 mushrooms around this one figure are all just silently just waving at you like this.
I'll give him Luna, I'm too hungover to deal with these assholes, right? Do you want to take points?
Would you like me to?
Yes, please.
I will wander over to the mushrooms and try not to step on any of them. And
Yep.
I will bob down in front of them
Okay.
and say,
Hi.
Bob like us.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Luna. I'm Luna.
It's a pleasure. Welcome to the River of Dreams.
Dreams.
No. Dreams.
Dreams.
Would you say it was a dream stream?
What brings you to this place of magic and wonder?
Well, we're on our way to the Mask of the South.
Ooh, don't go there. It's full of evil things. Stay here.
Well, we're trying to stop the evil things.
But here is safer. Crossing the bridge will take you to the safer place.
What's
We-
over the bridge?
Wonder and delight.
No, but like physically.
What you see, but simply peace. And with that perception check, you look over. It looks like the other side of the bridge. It looks like the expanse of the south.
Given that they're talking about this being a place of magic and wonder, with that 20, do I notice if there's any, like you described that with the magic being sort of, I guess, taken away, it was a bit duller and colder. Is this place more vibrant?
It is very vibrant. You can see that the grass is as you would imagine it to be. Beautiful, tall, silky in their waving around and their feel. You notice that as soon as you enter this initial area, it's amazing. That there is beautiful smells, flowers, rose-like in scent, that are just filling you with peace and happiness. It's an amazing place. The river, the water is almost like it's made of crystal itself.
And I guess having dealt with Fey magic in the world for pretty much my life, it doesn't seem similar to that.
I kind of check for that.
Sweet.
Guidance.
Thank you.
You hear this weird word, guidance, just from Luna.
11.
11? Yeah, look, it seems Fey related, and from what you've heard, and the fact that only Fey at the moment seem to be holding on to any sort of residual magic, you'd assume that this is Fey related, at least. Won't you go over the bridge? The bridge has all you need. You
Should
will
we
never
take
go hungry again.
Is over the bridge where we were going anyway? Is
Yep.
that the direction?
Yeah.
Just give him a thumbs up, and with what we see in the app, do I see that there's a treasure
There
chest?
is a treasure chest underneath. Yes.
And that's on the far side of the
Yep.
bridge? Yeah. Checks.
Are you okay?
No, I drank too much.
I'm gonna once again go into like my little pouch and pull out some little seedlings and
Hmm.
10 berries.
And the familiar magic to you comes back, Luna. You're almost relieved again, just to feel that magic and know it. You remember that point where you tried to procure this and couldn't.
Thank you. Do you have any pub chips?
No, but you should be full now.
And in fact, you are. You feel as though a feast you've engorged a feast of beautiful foods, meats, vegetables. There is no end to that fulfillment
I will also
that you
be
feel that you would feel otherwise, but you've eaten well.
Oof. Thank you. But if you can do it, if I'm ever in this state again, can you make it be like a greasy meal?
Oh no, it's only berries, but the acidity is good for you.
I do appreciate it.
They're good berries.
Yes, they are very good.
No, good berries.
Over the bridge.
Would you like a berry?
Thank you. And this
I will
tiny
pop it
hand
down,
just tries to grab this quite large for its size berry.
put it gently in between.
You can see that this mushroom almost bends in half because it is quite a spongy looking one, and its mouth, this tiny mouth, just
Like a snake eating a rat.
almost, yeah, but the mouth doesn't go that large. It almost baby like. Hang, so good.
Can you do that sound effect?
Hang.
Woo! I knew sitting next to Michaela would be fun. That came off real creepy.
Broke the fourth wall. People don't know that you sit next to him.
That's true. It could be another
People
house.
don't know I'm sitting next to you.
It's true. Unless you do.
How beautiful.
Just look at the mushrooms here. You guys know what I need right now. Start making my way across the bridge.
Okay.
You're very lucky because he does like to cook.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say to the mushrooms.
It's a good skill to have. Enjoy. As you walk over the bridge with the cart.
Just gonna walk
Yeah.
over normally as I would have before they stopped
All right.
us.
I'm just going to ride my majestic camel Shireel,
Mm-hmm.
who I'm assuming is majestically cantering like she's in a dressage.
Quite gracefully, yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna feed the horses as well.
Okay.
One of these berries each as we Daryl Braithwaite
Okay,
across the bridge.
sure. And you are over the bridge. Anything else you're doing before you depart?
Well, I'm going to check out that chest that I've
Okay.
obviously seen.
As you look
I'll
down,
jump off Shireel and
Yep.
Hey, where are you going?
big old chest. Bello seems to like him. Even if it's empty, I might take it.
It's not yours.
But it's the bridges.
Someone could be storing it there.
I'll yell out back across the bridge to the mushrooms. You own this?
as you cross the bridge, you look back. There are no mushrooms on the grass around you on the other side of the bridge. The chest is still there, but the mushrooms seem to have disappeared.
Cool, I take that as a yes. I'm just gonna try open if it's
Yeah.
locked or jammed. I'll try pry it
Okay.
open with the scimitar.
Sure. With that in mind, everyone can look back at their Ardent Roleplay app as more towards the chest itself.
Oh.
And as you open it up, it explodes in your face.
Sid was never seen again.
Make me a dexterity saving throw as this thing just fire erupts around you.
So it's a one-time thing, isn't it? Guidance is just for like one roll.
Yeah.
Yep. I can. It is a cantrip, so I can keep doing it.
Oh, I'm so dexterous I can't even get the dice out of the tray. I'm still struggling.
That's how it happens. Insult the dice before you roll them.
19.
A 19, that passes. You take 11 points of fire damage as you
That's
do
right.
save against a blast that just enshrouds
That
you.
would have been 22 points of damage.
It would have been 22 without the save, yes. Inside, as you just blink smoke and fire, you just pat yourself down quickly, look down. You see that inside the chest, there are a smoldering crowd of deceased mushrooms.
That was their city.
Okay, so and then splash some stream water in my face to put out the fire.
It's the stream water as you go down to pick it up. It's warm and odd. It's clammy to the touch, but you do still wipe off a lot of that soot that you've experienced and that burn.
The civilization of mushrooms, I guess. And I'll try to move the chest onto the back of the cart.
Make a strength check.
Still on fire?
No, you're singed, but otherwise you see that Sue
No,
has.
I mean the chest.
Oh, the chest is smouldering, but it's almost put out.
Yeah, alright, well, I would attempt to put that out, I guess, with the
Sure.
river water if needed.
Oh yeah, it then douses completely.
And then, very hungover, try to drag it with a fall.
You get it to the cart, but you just can't lift it onto the cart itself.
Sid, do you
Will
need
help.
me to do it again?
Please. My weak little
I'll
drow
try and
arms.
lift it by myself.
By yourself, strength check it is.
Let's do it.
Hey, roll badly.
Hey, please do things.
That's what
You've each had in that 20 tonight. Each you've had in that 20. What
it
the
is
hell?
-1,
Oh, he
but
has.
it's still a nat 20.
That's still that 20. That works.
See,
Weirdly
it
enough,
works.
Roll badly.
with that, one-handed, Luna just picks it up from the bottom
I'm
and
serving a pizza.
yep, and just slides it onto the cart, onto the end of the cart.
Yeah, cool way to emasculate me. But what is this like your pent up anger? Like, if you hold it in and don't swear, and like it builds up, and you just limp the shit out of chest.
Can I
Is that
tell
the
you?
third one you've done?
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, sure.
No idea.
Cool story, bro.
Oh, it's Lunar actually. You don't call me bro.
Oh,
Genuinely, don't call me bro ever.
okay, bro.
Never again.
Which one?
Neither.
How shall I address you, Your Highness?
Impressive.
Luna.
Ah, Moonbeam. Shall we go?
I'll accept that.
And you continue your way. Who has the items that the fire giant Goreslag offered?
Cart.
They're in the
I was
cart.
gonna say if we get a bit of time where not killing civilizations for the mushrooms, I did prepare the identify spell, so
Okay.
I would pick up.
Which one? Or all of them?
I'll do 2, which is all I have the ability to do. Oh,
Mhm.
actually no, it's ritual. I will take my time, and if we have availability for 10 minutes for each as we're traveling.
Yeah, you can certainly use your ability to do that. Okay,
Ooh, Sid flexing his ability.
well done.
Yeah, my sweet, sweet abilities.
And once again, you are also relieved to know that you can, in fact, magically cast these spells again with that weird sensation that you had in WoW that you couldn't. This is a relief. You all seem to have your magic back. You do identify these. Now, I can send them to you later, or would you like me to send them to you now? If you're going to tell everybody else.
I will tell everyone else. I'm assuming it's a ring of mind shielding,
You've got it.
Oh!
Well
a
done.
robe of many things.
No.
No,
Of useful things.
useful things.
Well done.
Sean, this
Semantics.
is your second campaign ever playing D&D.
And the quiver of starts with E.
Elona.
Yeah, there you go.
Excellent
That-
work.
That's so impressive. I didn't even know, aside from the Ring of Vitality, I didn't even know those other things existed.
That is
Excellent.
incredible that you remembered that.
That was pretty
I
good.
don't even know what I have in my inventory.
I was just like, wow, it's a majestic ring.
It's me casting identify spells.
That's
Trying to go by
Jordan doing
Go
that.
by
Yeah.
the description.
Beautiful.
Uh,
Did you just type in ring and go, boop, boop, boop?
nah, the mind shielding we used in the last campaign, and I think the other 2, as an artificer, could have made.
That's fair.
Well, you use a bow. This quiver might help you out.
Sid, too.
Yeah, good shout. I actually forget what it does.
I'll read
it's
it.
Like, it's like multiple
I'll read
storage
it.
or something.
Each of the quiver's 3 compartments connects to an extra dimensional space that allows the quiver to hold numerous items while never weighing more than 2 pounds. The shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, or similar objects. The mid-sized compartment holds up to 18 javelins, or similar objects. The longest compartment holds up to 6 long objects, such as bows, quarterstaffs, or spears. You can draw any item the quiver contains as if doing so from a regular quiver.
That is so cool. It's really pretty. Can I have it?
It matches you, so you should have it.
Sid,
Aww.
are you in love with me?
No.
Okay, good. I'd have to let you down. I will take it and I will go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Glad we did this.
Who do you reckon would like to keep their thoughts private?
Well, I mean, all 3 of you really. I'm a pretty open book. I mean, I don't really know about. I know Hood went into like his enemy and that sort of thing, but I don't know if they can read minds or anything like that. Same with Bella. Sorry, I just forgot her name. Genuinely, I did. I was like, what is her name? Same with Bella. I'm not quite sure whether maybe her daughter has any like mind reading powers or anything. Do you know anyone that has mind reading powers? Is there anyone trying to?
Probably you're the closest one with the cards. What
It's
am I
not
thinking
mind
right
reading.
now?
What are we ready for? Should just ask if we're ready.
Oh, we'll see.
I guess so.
We'll see.
Sorry?
What am I thinking right now?
No, I just don't know how to read minds.
I guess I don't need this ring. I'll see what the others want. The
What's
other
the
one,
other thing do?
correct me if I'm wrong. So you see all these patches with the weird items and stuff on the inside?
Oh,
Just some of the
That
staff
was gonna
for me
happen. That was
using
gonna
itself on the wall.
You say want a ladder, you rip the patch off, you got a ladder.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, Velo can fly, so that might be useful for Hood. If not for you.
It's not really my style. It kind of clashes with the leather.
I know Hood likes to try and sneak around and stuff. Imagine having a ladder and being able to sneak around.
You could sneak up like
It's like new heights.
6 extra feet.
It's new heights, right?
Yeah. Look, to be honest, it's probably
The tabaxi glove.
going to be more useful than these bandages. So
Oh yeah, what's with that medicine kit? I mean,
I don't know. He's like, I'll put a
I'm
bandage
pretty
on
sure
you.
that 3 of us can actually heal if we really want to.
Because it's like, what's that going to do? Like, what, 12 days? I might take it off and still have a wound.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah, and
point?
it smells. And also sometimes I just get the sense he's wrapping it a little too tight.
I was thinking he wants to, get close to people. It's an excuse. Anyway, we'll see if they want it when they wake up.
I mean,
which
it's
is when-
really strange in general. So we had that big fight. Never really resolved at all. We just kind of pretended like it didn't exist.
It's probably for the better.
I don't know. He said some pretty mean things. I said some pretty mean things too. That was kind
So
of.
you're even. 2 wrongs make a right.
That's not how it works.
Pretty sure it does.
I feel like mine was a retaliation though, whereas his felt more like an attack.
I feel like I don't care.
Wait, are you in love with me though?
No.
Are you sure?
Look, if it's still weighing on your mind, just like before, get away from the scene of the crime where I just murdered a mushroom civilization, and I'll cook lunch. And I'll bring everyone together again.
That would be nice. Maybe we could hook the other two up. They seem really into each other, right?
I think there's a possibility that
Bird, cat.
Yeah.
It's a perfect match.
the odd couple.
They've come again. It's like star-crossed lovers. They're beating all of the odds.
Fighting their urges to kill each other. All that tension building up over time. It's
And
got
then
to come
just
out somewhere.
explodes. Passion. I've read about this in books.
Could be the title of the next book.
The cat and the bird.
Working title. And we'll start preparing the ingredients that I nicked from the kitchen
Okay.
of the slug of lock. I guess I'll, with the cooking utensils,
Mm-hmm.
start getting some oil ready to fry that up.
Yep.
And I'll get the pickled slug out and massage in some of the serve herb before frying. And dust it with some salt and pepper
Okay.
as it's done cooking.
Alrighty.
Waiting for them to wake up.
The journey forth after this passes more uneventfully. The sun rises, you have your breakfasts, you cook and prepare, and the next 6.5 hours of the day passes by, and
6.5. Oddly
Before-
specific.
before the rest of you wake up, that's when 8 hours pass,
Are you
because
sure?
you both now
Hey, roll a history check.
you see the sun's in the sky, you see no one until only a short time after you wake up, Hood and Velo. As you both wake up, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll move to the back of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still see the treasures that I left there?
They have been unmoved.
An extra chest.
Well, yeah, there is an extra chest that wasn't there. Can I look in the chest?
You look in the chest and you see that it's warm inside. You see these burnt up looking mushrooms.
Hell yeah, you
Um,
cooked. I'm gonna start eating the mushroom.
As you start devouring these mushrooms, you continue to eat them. They feel oddly burnt, bit sticky, and just taste like slimy versions of normal mushrooms. It seems
Kind of burnt.
really slimy and burnt tasting.
I'll walk over with a plate of the fried slug of lock. Okay. Well, this is actually what I cooked you, but you're just feasting on the corpse of a civilization I murdered before breakfast. What have you achieved today?
I ate like 4 of them, I guess. I'll gently. Well, you know what? I'll start to gently put the mushroom back, but at this point, I throw it back. Thank you. I take the plate.
Wait, you're a herbalist. Are they useful?
Probably not. But let's. Can I have a look? Are these burnt
No,
mushrooms?
you know that they are unuseful as herbal ingredients.
Yeah. You can eat them. They're actually not as bad as you think.
Maybe put it in the next stew.
Don't
Be
tell
better
me.
than stones.
It's true.
Yeah.
Mind
I think
you,
I think I might avoid talking to fayish creatures from now on.
I think you should try to avoid talking to most strangers.
Well, you were a stranger once. We're besties almost.
Yes, and I tolerate you.
Besties.
As you're continuing to walk, you start to feel a bit of a breeze that emerges from your feet, it seems, and past and around your person. I need those who want to make me a perception check, please.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages of this.
Go.
Hey, there's a nat one.
Whoa.
Oh, it worked again. Woo.
Hey, 18.
Also an 18.
21.
24.
Wow.
I just
Big
insulted my
rolls.
dice again.
Yeah, that does work.
I'm really confident on
It's
perception.
like in real life. You insult people, they do what you want. It's great.
That's why you're all here.
Yeah.
This is not entirely untrue.
Everyone's laughing because they're uncomfortable.
I'm
They're like,
very
I'm
nervous.
trapped.
Is now a good time to laugh? I don't know.
Blink 3
Should I?
times if you are uncomfortable.
How many times for many more? Okay. So anyway.
I don't know what that was, but it happened. We're doing it.
Okay. As you all are, in fact,
It's a thing. It happened.
as you're all looking around and speaking to each other, you all suddenly hear voices. A few of them, maybe 7 or 8 of them. Oh my god. Hello, everybody.
Hi, roleplay.
Hello, play.
Hey,
Wow.
that time to give a spiel tonight. Welcome to the 49 Raiders. Hey, we're Fate's Grip. We're actually partnered with Ardent Roleplay, so thank you so much, Ardent Roleplay.
Thank you.
We are an Australian-based Dungeons and Dragons stream that's participating in Jasper's Game Week at the moment. I hope the Jasper's Game Week stream had a wonderful time. I hope you guys hit, I think you were aiming for 3,500 tonight. So I hope it hit 3,500, and if it hit higher, amazing. We stream every Tuesday at 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And welcome to the world of Vim. It's a homebrew campaign all come up with Michele, who you might recognize from a couple of the Jasper streams. You might recognize these guys from a couple of the Jasper streams. And tonight, all of our donations, which you can do through Tiltify, exact same as Jasper's Game Week, are going straight to Jasper's Game Week.
Beautiful.
So !donate. And thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the raid. Third one tonight, but this is by far amazing as well.
This is the most people we've ever had in our stream.
It's
Like,
unbelievable.
genuinely,
Yeah,
we
genuinely.
have never
had more.
cracked like over 30
Yeah,
ever.
no,
So it's
been
like
consistently
a
amazing.
little overwhelming.
So, I'll set the scene once more for those who just joined. As you were all speaking to each other after a long journey from night until day over the northeastern central part of Vim, coming from Wove, a site where the fired giant Goreslag had given you a deal and you had fulfilled this. The magic of Vim snuffed out, and you going towards the mask of Hassel to understand a bit more perhaps about these disappearances that have been happening. None too small, but for these even moons in the sky that have disappeared as also. You hear in the distance, after a number of hours of travel, these voices on the wind, and they sing. Nights come and highness waits, from deep echoes are flowing, hums and drums the sound of ending, their saving stoic, all of them. Childlike, and it repeats over and over. And you look beyond the grass, tall and wilted as it is, and you see in the distance a clearing of grass. In the distance you see, in fact, only you, Luna, and 23?
No, sorry.
Yes, Hood as well, 20, 21, 23. You both look over and you see a circle of humanoids in pure white robes. But you don't recognize their faces. You don't know their faces. You see that those faces are covered by something. But even from this distance, even with your perception, you can't make out what. But they are covered with something. It's not a hood. They seem to simply be wearing plain white shirts and long white gowns.
Is this similar to like what we saw in the Void? These weird cultists?
I mean, those cultists were wearing black cloaks
No, but I mean like the vibe.
or inside. As you
Be shit.
look over more,
No.
no,
It
not
was.
this time.
It was.
Ah,
It was
They
in
didn't-
fact shit.
they didn't not listen to you this time. Would you roll?
I mean, I have a +5. So
That's all right.
maths 12.
12. You don't get a sense that there's anything sinister about this. It is quite strange that in the middle of a clearing, after 8 hours of not seeing anyone, you suddenly come across a field where children or children's voices are carrying over the wind and singing. In fact, looking up, Hood, you in particular understand that the wind shouldn't be carrying the voices because it's going the opposite direction. Night's come and highness.
This is really weird,
Yes, is that the mushroom people mourning their dead?
No, the mushroom people were, in fact, mushrooms,
Oh.
and they were literally mushrooms.
From deep echoes of
How far away?
What's happening?
So,
Everyone looking.
I'll get
away.
there.
Yeah. So
As you just for the moment, I'll need everyone for me please to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Only. But is this a charming effect?
It is a
I'm gonna
charm.
use my
Oh.
second advantage on
Go
that.
for it.
Sorry, the elves in the room need to ask.
Yes,
Yes.
the elves do.
30-20.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Okay.
23.
Okay. Everyone but Sid is, for the most part, unfazed, although a little bit maybe guarded by this cacophony of voices, of sounds. But you do see Sid simply walk straight towards them.
Sid,
That's it.
Sid.
All you hear in your ears right now is this song, but faster. Hums and
I'm
blows the
going
sounds
to-
of ending the
before he
saving
leaves 30
story
feet.
goal of all.
I'm gonna raise my hand to my necklace and close my eyes and try and cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. You need to roll me another wisdom saving throw twice, please. with Advantage.
With advantages, a 12.
Okay.
He fails. He fails my charm.
Right. Okay. So immediately you snap out of it. This weird sounding group of voices just disappears, and you look over, and you just look straight at Luna. But
I guess I'm charmed. So
Yeah,
I guess
you-
I
you-
start
yeah, you-
walking towards her.
well,
She's
you do nothing at the moment. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say, bad Sid. And then I'm gonna immediately drop it.
Okay. And you're yourself again. But at this point, you do see one of these children walk up to you. And
Seems like some Ramshin bullshit in the.
as you see this being walk closer, you now see what this person is wearing. Human looking, white robes, and this face mask of some kind. It's a cream looking mask that has what looks to be these crevices, almost like they're scars within them, many scars of dark blues and dark purples within, and these eye sockets that are one above the other, sort of off center, distorted, contorted. And is anyone proficient in history?
doubt it.
Wait, does red circle mean proficient?
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, I am.
History check, please.
I play D&D.
You will tomorrow as well. Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Justice Game Week. With MVCDM and D20. It'll be
Beautiful.
fun. I can't wait. It's actually going to be really fun. That was terrible.
All right. You
7.
a 7 don't recognize anything about them. So this being looks up to you and says, join us. Join us for the song, as magic has now withered. True law can rise.
What's your name?
Cleo. I am Cleo. These are my brothers and sisters. Won't you join us in song?
How many did you say there were?
About 8 or 9 of them.
Got some promiscuous parents there.
When we say we are brothers and sisters, we may as well be of blood, but we are bonded. That is what makes us close.
What do you stand for?
Law. Justice.
How?
A balance.
Between magic and not? Or between good and evil? Or...
Between good and evil.
So who's the evil?
No one. No one is evil here. No one has a heart of darkness here. They all abide away from me. That is
Like
what the gods.
Oh, you're anti-gods.
No. No.
What god are you praying to?
But God, but do you not recognize the mask of a cell on all of us, within each of us?
Well, we haven't ever been to the mask before, so no.
The whispers of his voice bring us to the surface. The magic that binds and bounds them down no longer has them trapped. A balance of good is here.
You're not afraid that the Fae will show up and
Stomp on you.
detain you? Oh, that's true.
No, not anymore. Their powers wane. Something has caused their demise. So we must make full effort and advantage as Hassel himself rises as he does now. And you hear in your ears the buzzing sounds overwhelming of this fast-paced song. But this time it's raspy and not so much childlike, but more fervent. It's coming, highness awaits from deep echoes of flame, and the hums and drums and sounds of ending. And you continue to hear that over in your minds as the center of the ground, where around them the choir erupts in song more. And as you look over again, you see not 9 of them, but 19 of these beings simply just
I'm sorry.
come into, as though they've just simply doubled and tripled. And you can see the ground in front of them in the middle of the sphere start to split and open up as a massive hand, just of white marble, just enters the earth. And you hear this deep voice
This is some level
booming,
20 shit.
booming forward that says, balance of good and evil will now rule. May the hearts of those here balance and judge for themselves. Good and evil must abide. The Fae. And we're going to leave it there with this evening, everybody.
Oh, what? That's the end?
No, keep
Hey,
going.
thanks, Ramson, for that divine intervention.
But
That's really kind of you.
Do you know what? That's going to be some evil shit coming out to play next session.
this supposed to be good.
Thank
I
you.
don't
Thank
think...
Amazing.
Oh,
Thanks,
everyone
everyone who
is
joined as
hydrated
well.
close enough. Finish your beer.
Close the night with a hydrate. Thank you, Maple. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around and watching us. Wow, it's been just such an amazing
We had
evening.
such a good night.
Such a great night. It's been ridiculous. Everything that you've donated will go straight to Beyond Blue. Thank you so much for rating and supporting and watching and following. All those followers as well are super
Massive.
Oh,
so
we
very.
still have something to do though.
Oh, what are we doing?
A giveaway.
Are we doing a giveaway? Yes, we are. Thank you
Can
to.
you start shouting
I
out the
will
giveaway,
shout out.
please?
Thank you to Aeoncraft at Aeoncraft on Twitter. If you _craft, if you have donated this evening, you have automatically been in the running to win an amazing shirt of his that he creates called the Gelatinous Cube shirt. Who has won?
Clint.
Look,
That's your divine intervention.
it is your divine
Definitely
intervention.
worth it.
That is worth it.
So Clint from
Congratulations.
Roleplay, we're gonna send you out a gelatinous cube T-shirt from Aeoncraft. If you don't know who Aeoncraft is,
At Aeon
how
_craft.
can you not? Look at that mustache.
It's a beautiful mustache.
Custom dice.
And apparel.
And apparel and backpacks
Yeah.
and stickers and badges and everything. Speaking of though, we obviously need to thank Meeples and Dragons as always.
Thank
We
you.
adore you guys. You've been with us for so long. Big thank you to Ardent Roleplay for being our partners in this and also our friends. And obviously big thanks to Jasper's Game Week because it is such an awesome event. It's our second year participating in this event. And it's been so much fun. There's only one of us left to stream, and unfortunately
Enjoy.
for all of the viewers, it's me. And I will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. causing some chaos as Blaze Obsidian,
Ooh.
the Tiefling Rogue.
Wow. It's like some sort of champion
Yeah.
skater.
Oh my god, I was thinking exactly the same thing.
It'll be funny.
I was going to say, yeah, sounds like a champion skater. doesn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
If you love NBCDM,
That's what it sounds like.
as most people in the chat and in the community do love NBCDM,
Yeah.
you can see us be partners in crime with our joint little characters tomorrow night. We're going to be bringing some vibes.
Beautiful.
Excited.
Well, everybody have an amazing night. We'll be here every week, 6:45 p.m. Thank you so much, and have a good week. And keep watching Jaspers. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.